faces on the waves, but a memory. Oh, I remember all the love they gave me in this fluid world we call our home, but a memory.
Beneath the waves we were invincible, in a world without frontiers. Beneath the waves we were inseparable, in a world without
Faces of cerulean oceans, mirroring stars and sable skies, but a memory. How I miss the sense of sweet emotions, of a world so pure, devoid of cries, but a memory. Beneath the waves we were unbeatable, in a world without frontiers. Beneath the waves we were untouchable, in a world without walls. Beneath the waves we were
I just remember when I first started streaming that I thought, oh, nobody's gonna watch me. It's fine. Water breaks, golden sun rays, silver dances on the waves, but a memory. I often dream about the old days, playing hide and seek within the caves, but a memory.
nation a chance to survive. We can save this ill-fated race who are lost in the ocean of space. Show them the way to reverse their decline. Guide them back on the river of time.
All right. Hey, what's going on? We are going to watch. Well, we may be playing Overwatch with my sister. I don't know. It's a new June the King Dr. Disrespect story, or what do you call it? Documentary kind of thing. Scary Internet Videos found volume 3 that came out 6 hours ago. Another Night Mind thing came out a couple months ago, but it seemed interesting. We watched that last night. Yeah, I want to get into this Dr. Disrespect thing. I don't know very much about him, other than
Dr. Disrespect is untouchable,
bad stuff.
both in the way the character displays an overwhelming dominance sunk into all of his rituals,
That is loud.
These guys,
Jeez.
get him out of here. First game of the day, and this is what I do.
and untouchable in the way that companies, creators, friends, and fans have all been distancing himself from him due to his
Yeah,
infidelity
not
and
great.
the unknown severity of possible crimes
not great.
involving a minor. These images of the doc are conflicting in a way no other content creator could experience, because the doc is unique. He is a marketing genius that handcrafted his image with purpose. He had aspirations to move further into the traditional media space that not only welcomed him, but it also celebrated him. And though he
Yeah.
was on top of the mountain,
Not happening.
Quit! Because we're at the tippity top and we're only halfway up, way up.
Oh yeah.
due to recent developments, these heights would be impossible to reach. He was dropped by the game studio that he co-founded, the football team that endorsed him,
Yeah.
and dropped by the friends he made throughout
Dropped
his
him.
career. This
Hot
is
potato.
a poison that affects his character-driven persona like no other.
Maybe don't
and
be
this is
talking
a story of how he
privately with
meticulously built
minors
it all
on
up
Twitch.
and recklessly tore it all down.
Saying weird shit. Just
But first, if you've been finding
you know,
it difficult to manage
just
your
an idea.
subscriptions like I have, then I may have your answer. And so, this video is sponsored by Rocket Money. Rocket Money is a personal finance app that helps you cancel subscriptions, lower your bills, and manage your money better. I really don't like managing multiple subscriptions from like PSN, Xbox, Netflix, all these things, because I find
I
that a
don't
lot of
like
these
the
services
idea
aren't
of
useful at all
another
times, right? And
app having access
Rocket Money kind of like
to
just has
my
it centralized in one app,
monetary
which makes it easier instead of going like on these individual
transactions.
websites to just do it from your phone. I mean, besides like all the other features that a Rocket Money has that can help
Not
you
a fan
like
of
manage
that.
money, being able to cancel subscriptions directly from the app in just a couple taps really makes that process a lot easier and saves you money in the long run. And so, to save money and spend less, join over 5 million members using Rocket Money today.
Let
Go
me
to
see if
rocketmoney.com
my
slash
sister's playing
June the
Overwatch.
King or click the
So
link
I'll
in the
switch to the
description to get
double-
started for free.
The double
Add
screen
over,
here.
back to the video.
The creation of Dr. Disrespect is a
It's not Friday
phenomenon.
anymore. It's
Though
Saturday.
birthed by Guy Beam, the person who plays him, it was a collective refinement from his friends, business partners, and his audience. As confident and assertive as the doc was, his perfection
He
was
like
only
was
achieved
filming
through the lack of
inside of
confidence
a
of Guy Beam.
bathroom at
This
TwitchCon.
instilled the
I think.
need to seek
Maybe don't
improvement
do
on the
that
basis
either.
of feedback that he applied astoundingly well, which
It's
assured
probably
his
not a good thing
success.
to do.
To this, the precursor of the character cannot even be found on YouTube. The origins of the doc was a character that Guy would put on during his matches of Halo 2.
And another thing I have to say about Halo, which, by the way, Halo 2, was it was the first game where you can play somebody, a competitor, compete against somebody, and actually talk trash
Yeah, you
if
could
you're
shit
within the
talk.
vicinity of the enemy.
Good stuff.
That's when it all started. And so,
Yep.
you know, I
That's what I do on
developed
Overwatch.
this kind of this reputation
But you can't
of
talk to
talking
them. You
trash
can
to
just
Halo
type.
2, and I had a team that would
That's what I
follow me
used to do
around
anyway.
because they just enjoyed, you know, some of the things I would do, humorously. I just didn't go around and go, you know, F this, F you. It was more like I got into a character online. And people really started to kind of follow me. In fact, I had my own little clan on Halo 2, which was kind of funny.
This was the core of his character. It was an attitude of domination that, as per the mention of Halo 2 that was released in 2004 and Call of Duty that was released in 2005, meant that this character had a captive audience, a following that grew into a gaming clan. Then, through the convincement of a friend, ended up on YouTube.
We're hanging out at my buddy's house, and they said, "Hey, we should make, you know, this guy a character,
like
he's
AI.
always into film and stuff,
It's like
stupid
AI.
stuff."
It's gotta
But
be AI.
no, we just went to the store. I went to the store, grabbed it, and that night I got the scopes, the black steel, and then you know, we filmed something, and I had a little bit of gameplay. And on my YouTube channel, it's called Doc's First Video, and that was like the first one.
That's
People
funny.
have got to understand. You got to attack, attack, attack. But don't get him mistaken. Certain individuals you don't attack, you run from. Because what I'm talking about, what Dr. Disrespect's talking about, is some pain deliverance. And
The latter clip was from Doc's first video. The choice on how the Doc looks is undoubtedly derived from Guy's own upbringing. Born in 1982, he grew up in the same decade that movies such as Rambo, The Terminator, and Bloodsport released. The characters in these films are remembered for their masculinity and iconic appearances, like Rambo's mullet and the Terminator's sunglasses. Two things that, whether derived from this work, are both tied to the 80s. But certainly, the Doc drew inspiration from Fender from the 1989 movie Cyborg. From Fender's sunglasses to his mullet, to even how he takes his sunglasses off. This is the closest inspiration for the Doc. And this all shows extreme forethought into the character of the Doc. A character that truly doesn't need to be dissected, as through both his crafted physical image and his portrayal, it is understood what he is. And as retro as Doc was, he was still far ahead of his time.
okay, well, you want to avoid my bullets? I only let you avoid them one time. But the second time, guaranteed kill. That's one. Let's count them up. That's one. Okay, there's 2 kills. Oh, I'm gonna make you my third. Here's my gift. Oh, you want to use the same one? Okay, that's 4 kills. In fact, let me take your partner's gun, because I hated him.
The Doc existed in a space saturated with Call of Duty commentary videos. A space with little innovation as creators choose to blend in
Call of Duty.
rather
I
than
never
challenge
played Call
what
of
has been
Duty.
seen as
Last
the
one I played
formula of
was in like
success.
2005.
In understanding
It's like Call of
marketing
Duty
and setting
2 on
oneself
PC.
apart, the Doc was gifted with the knowledge of how to succeed.
I've
It's
literally
either
never
entertainment.
played
I mean,
one
I-
since then.
I kind of wanted to touch a subject on YouTube in general. Like, what are you trying to accomplish as a commentator, especially a young commentator who's coming up? What are you trying to accomplish with a market that's just extremely saturated with commentators, you know?
In less than a month of his channel's launch, the Doc was already experimenting with different forms of
I am
content.
streaming
Like
to
with this
stream.
introduction of Randy, likely a
Keep
friend
my
of the
mind
Doc's,
busy.
who made his debut in a video sporting an iconic red bandana while staring down a treadmill. The red bandana can be traced back to many movies, like the 1986 movie Platoon. This kicked off a series of videos that would progress slowly compared to his Call of Duty commentary videos. In this one, the Doc and Randy face off, with Randy
Alright,
throwing a knife
what are
at
we
him,
doing?
only to find that the Doc has caught it with his mouth. Not only does this reinforce a respect for their origin, but also a dedication to fleshing out more aspects, such as lore of these characters out. The Doc also experimented with videos that had no commentary and only gameplay. These were possibly the lowest viewed on his channel. By April 2010, just 4 months after the launch of his channel, he already had over 5,000 subscribers. This would be impressive in today's environment. And so, for him to grow at such a rate in a time that YouTube only had a fraction of its viewer base and possibly the most saturated gaming market of 2010 is remarkable. And in the same month, the Doc even got his first sponsor, a pair of thumbsticks.
Control Freak offers you the ability to
I had my mic open. Play after that game.
and never
Sure.
miss a hit in the game.
Despite this dedication to the character, Guy was not always in character.
This player wears his special edition Modern Warfare 2 night vision goggles when he plays. And you're probably thinking, well, why would he do that, Doctor? Well, I would too if I played until 5 a.m. on a
Drooling all over my
floor, man. Jesus Christ.
This comes from a video of outtakes from a series of question and answer videos. In this same video, a woman who appears to be his wife is alongside him. All this work was paying off. By September, he had jumped to 29,000 subscribers and was slated to begin earning money outside of sponsorships. There was just one issue.
I'm asking all of you if you could do the doctor a favor and click anywhere on this video. Once that happens, it will take you to my application for the Premier Director position with Machinima Respawn. Once you get to that video, the doctor wants you to leave a comment. Positive comments are preferable.
This archaic selection process was the best a 2010 Machinima could muster. A multi-channel network that at the time was virtually the only way Call of Duty gameplay videos could be monetized on YouTube. The doc was running against creators Mr. Phantasmo and Mr. Dunkus. Ultimately, the victory went to the doc, who while celebrating in this feat, made it a point to reach out to them in kindness and out of character.
Mr. Phantasmo.
Hey, what's going on? I thought I'd break out of my character and kind of shoot you more of a personal message. You know, obviously with a character such as the Doctor character, who's kind of portrayed as the villain of the community, I expect that.
He's the villain now.
So,
we know that.
He is a character. So if you see any negative comments that I leave on my channel that maybe propose that are directly to you, they aren't. I mean, to be honest, they really aren't.
Guy then offers to do a dual commentary video as himself. Yet, the doc's video directed towards the other former competitor, Mr. Dunkus, is more valuable to understanding Guy than just talking out of character, because it exposes how he was viewing YouTube.
What you're doing right now with your channel, and a lot of people take this for granted, but you can almost consider your channel a resume for where you want to eventually go if you're really serious about getting into this industry. And what you're doing with your channel, Dunkus, is perfect. It's perfect. It's perfect in a way that you're demonstrating the strengths of your resume.
Shit.
You're demonstrating that you are capable with the experiences from the beginning to where you're at right now. It shows that you can actually build an empire, essentially. You can build a community based off, what you supply in terms of the entertainment, what you supply in terms of the knowledge of and passion of basically demonstrating your knowledge and passion for video games.
Guy, in both understanding the environment he was in, informing his image and channel to benefit him in and outside of YouTube, is a reason why his rise was not luck. It was not an accident or happening without his desire. He was so dedicated in expanding this quote-unquote resume that even the character, the Doc, was just a stepping stone.
It's not working.
It was clear he had aspirations to enter the game design space to some capacity, and this was just a project to demonstrate the successful applications of his knowledge. Add to that, he continued to expand his resume, with videos like the character Randy starring in his own gameplay video, or a series where the Doc commented on footage sent in by other players which lacked in the charm and viewership of his own gameplay. But as momentous as 2010 was from his debut to partnering with Machinima in 2011 after announcing Premier Director Day for Machinima and posting a few videos on the newly released Call of Duty Black Ops, he disappeared.
Nice.
Likely to one of Machinima's many channels that are now lost as the company is now defunct. Though he came back to his channel in 2012 as announced through his revival video, his uploads were practically non-existent. But the few that he did have were phenomenal in terms of how popular the character was getting.
San Jose feels good, but there's a reason why I'm here. Avenged Sevenfold sent me an invite. In fact, follow me.
Avenged Sevenfold. I haven't heard them in a while.
Avenged Sevenfold sent me a VIP invite to talk to them about their Call of Duty skills. Supposedly they're lacking. That's why they brought me upon them.
After getting in and wandering amongst the crowd asking about Call of Duty, the show starts.
Has anyone seen that 6'8" dude with the mustache and the Xbox fucking headset?
And he fucked it up. He had it all.
Stop and
It's crazy.
disrespect the biggest collar on my board.
He is at our show tonight, and I think he wants to challenge me to a game of Call of Duty.
The mic is too hot.
That's a big motherfucker. Who here plays Call of Duty?
That's wild.
In this video, the dog challenges the lead singer to Call of Duty, assured in his victory. And though the crowd, being natural fans of the band, expectantly boos the dog, he doesn't break character and delivers his challenge and monologue flawlessly. If the dog could play this role so well, what else could and would he do? The answer is not much. Besides calling out Optic in a video in 2013, he once again disappeared because his plan worked. Even though he reached such tremendous heights, this was always a resume builder for Guy, who still wanted to be involved in game design, and being that he did continuous direct and indirect promotion of Call of Duty, he secured a position at Sledgehammer Games, developing the map for Call of Duty Advanced Warfare.
I designed half the maps for Call of Duty Advanced Warfare. Solar,
Oh, what's
Horizon,
that? Play the
you know,
game?
Instinct,
Evan Glare? Who's
Ascend,
that guy? That stunned their whole team
Site 244,
right here.
the Clown Hotel map.
Boom, stunned them all, killed them all.
I just don't want to get
Look
into
at
it.
the skill.
Liberty Island, the one with all the
Look at the
monkeys at the end.
technique.
DLC 4.
The doc describes a passion for working on the game, but a great dislike for what he calls the politics of the environment. This could be the lack of control in the projects he's working on, and or the need to navigate through various different departments for approval or other less appealing, not creative aspects of the job. Throughout this all, he was keeping an eye on the creator scene.
Sure. Yeah. No. I mean, going back to just like building levels.
I
one of
got
the
to play
things,
the
you know,
game.
you always have your one monitor, your two monitors for sort of the engine you're working in, and then your third monitor. On my third monitor, I always had like Summit 1G up on the live stream. I'd be watching Ninja play the old Halo games.
It's a good game to start off with.
But there's
Play
this
the
draw,
game.
just,
Hell
like,
yeah.
Have that.
Let's go.
I could just look up every couple moments.
you can't hear me. I have
30 to 35.
pushed the chat on.
goes to
I got
50,
play the game.
just kinda
Good
getting
night to
close.
start off.
Now my attention's up here.
Or a good thing to start off the night
So
with.
the whole streaming was certainly an outlet, an entertainment type outlet.
There was a feeling of achievement as his work with the doc and work in the background and understanding the industry was finally paying off. Yet his ignorance of the space was coming back to drag it all away.
There was it felt like, oh, I worked on Call of Duty, I should be able to pick up a job relatively quickly, just based off that experience.
Little game called Call of Duty.
Yeah, and that wasn't the case. It was
The reality was Guy was quite expendable in this case. He found great difficulty securing a new job, which is when he came to a crossroads.
It's hard.
I had probably 7-8 design tests that I went through, multiple interviews, and it was just it became this strenuous process, very stressful process for months.
What?
And again, it came down to this one company up in Washington, but at the same time, there was just something about meeting Submit and the timing of that.
You're
Guy
low.
was offered a position, but he would have to move. But he was also offered a space at Boom TV, a new company that sought to enter the growing gaming environment. Not through game development, but through creator marketing and helping run things like tournaments or develop tools to assist audience members to get close perspectives within tournaments or the like. Overall, a flexible company in the gaming space. That's when Doc began talking to its founder and owner, Summit, not to be confused with the content creator Summit 1G.
Or there's this Summit, who's very energetic, passionate, very successful himself. He's got this idea. It kind of falls in the same realm. I get to start up an old passion.
Ooh, I'm getting
And ultimately, it was just like, my wife, Leo, you make the decision. And she ultimately made the decision. She's like, go for your passion. And that's kind of how it started.
Doc, once again relying on the guidance of others, through his wife's decision, followed his passion, and was on a path to work with creators in this space with a unique position of once being one. But that was only half of it. The aspect of following his passion was in the arrangement Guy and Summit had made.
No, I would say no. So he was sold, but then there was a deep desire in him to go and say, you know what, I want to.
What is happening?
Okay. So do you mind if I just do that while you guys figure it out?
Well, that was part of our arrangement.
It's not me. It's not just me
bringing
either.
me on as
They're having
sort of
lag
like
too.
an advisor.
An
you
advisor
know?
was to go out and learn the industry.
On March 23, 2016, nearly 3 years after his last upload, the Doc was back. Back with an announcement and intention to flesh out his potential. Equipped with newfound knowledge and passion, he again, like when he entered the Call of Duty commentary space, had an edge on his competition.
We're here permanently, and we're not leaving. So let's come together, reunite, and let's dominate the year 2016.
The Doc was going to stream for the first time, but what does a Dr. Disrespect stream look like? It looks like this.
Damn it.
Nice glitchy.
The Doc ended up winning the game, but his stream, his attitude, was all set up in a way that tried to replicate what his YouTube videos were. From the Call of Duty deathmatch gameplay to the music, the stark difference was his silence, as the Doc, with his YouTube videos, would first record the gameplay in silence, and then layer the commentary over his videos, and he was not very experienced with live commentary.
I am.
But as he was exposed to a larger audience
It's
and
better
guided by
now.
what he
It's
reacted
a little
well
better
to,
now.
he started dropping the whispery, mysterious voice to one that is easier on him, and one that is more rambunctious, that works better with a live audience, because whenever he would get a win, instead of taking it humbly in a more
Damn it.
serious sense, he could celebrate with a more active persona as well as respond to his audience with the same energy. It was this transition
Oh, he did it
overall of refining
because
the
of me.
character that was heavily noticeable
You
at the
asshole.
time. And for that reason, in the latter half of 2016, the Doc was hitting his stride. This is when he got into H1Z1, a battle royale style game, and when he started to wear his iconic red bulletproof vest. Everything the Doc was color-coded in this way, from his green screen bedroom to his Doc casting station.
Get him out of here! Come to what? Huh? I'm the best in the game!
The victory dances were also a welcome celebration.
so loud.
And with his continued streams came memes and the like. Catchphrases that through the words share no significance. Though through the Doctor's performance, something as simple as the name Raul could captivate an audience.
It's one of the best names you will ever say out loud.
This was the origin of Raul.
Doctor, please explain Raul. Raul is.
I don't play Iliari a lot,
played
so
for Real Madrid.
this is going to be interesting. And by a lot, I mean this is probably the
used
second time I've played her.
Back in 2006-ish, 5, 6, 7-ish, playing FIFA online. And whenever he'd score, I'd make sure the other guy, the opponent, would hear me say,
This leads to a very unexpected element that works well with this 1989 Gillette commercial.
It's what we've always done to let the best of men.
What?
Being that guy grew up in the 80s, and that it's a period the Doc takes the most influence from, he would sometimes sing it on stream. A creator in early 2017, going by 199X, combining these two things that would not work well in virtually any other setting, made a song that the Doc reacted to.
Come back!
The best a man can get.
The speed and overall momentum the Doc has been described time after time as meteoric. Even some sponsors match the Doc's excessiveness, like when he played live on a moving boat
What?
to promote a laptop. His character is something of a phenomenon. Even describing him is a ritual, where his mullet is a bulletproof mullet. His mustache is an Ethiopian poisonous caterpillar. His sunglasses are not sunglasses. They are Google prototype scopes
Whoa!
with built-in
What
LCD,
the fuck
LED,
lag is
1080p,
that?
3D Sony technology. He is the two-time Blockbuster World Champion, which is when he won a few games at a local Blockbuster, but the story has been enhanced with additional details to make it more entertaining. And through his culture, like his gravitation towards synthwave music and his calling out of other streamers, Virtually
Yep.
every streamer
He's a
was hearing of
synthwave
him.
streamer
In the
too.
second half of 2017, he was averaging over 20,000 live viewers. The doc was finally realized. Even just a short clip of him taking off his equipment to unravel some of his mystery has nearly 500,000 views. His achievements were very tangible.
So the winner is... Dr. Disrespect!
Oh, the downfall's coming though. We're getting close.
But I gotta appreciate Nurse Disrespect over there. Standing over there. She's somewhere over there. Looking so damn good. Let's dominate. Violence, speed, and momentum, and guess what? We're at the top of the
Get him!
mountain. But we're really
Hey.
only halfway up. Let's do it, baby!
At the same time, the doc was drunk, appreciating his wife, known to the internet as either Nurse Disrespect or Mrs. Assassin. The doc
He
was
was
cheating
drunk.
on his wife.
Yeah,
This
he
was
was.
a poison
You should probably
activating
not
at
do
different
that.
points in time. And if the doc and his momentum was a hero of 2017, Guy was
Don't
a
cheat on your
loser.
wife if you
The
got one.
antagonist that would help bring this all to light would then have to be the opposite of the success the doc embodies.
Burger Andy? Who the hell is that? Never heard of the guy, right? His channel's dead. He's a nothing. He's a nobody, right? He's a nobody. Never heard of him. Why are we spamming that in my chat, huh? Let's focus on me.
Burger Planet is a creator known through Ice Poseidon, a streamer known for promoting chaotic and greatly disliked creators. Burger was no exception. Where the dog's character lives in a mansion,
Never heard of him.
Burger is homeless and
I don't
lives
watch
in his
big
quote-unquote mansion.
streamers.
He is often seen consuming alcohol, petitioning those ignorant of who he is for a place to stay, a shower to use, or alcohol to drink.
Yeah, I hung out with the burger enough. I mean, maybe at a later point. No, they're just gonna follow you. Maybe, that's fine. But he's fucking annoying, dude. Like, I don't mind hanging out with Burger, just I don't want to hang out with him all the fucking time, which, yeah, he's always around. It's annoying.
Then this is Burger at another creator's house. Without the creator's knowledge, Burger helped himself to his food and made a meal, only to be confronted while making and consuming it. And on October 20th, 2017, at the new height of the doc's success, Burger and the doc crossed paths. Fittingly,
Dude,
Burger
they don't-
Planet was streaming.
they don't know where my
The second
tur-
part
my
of his
healing
live stream
turret
begins
is.
with the
It's
moment
funny.
he was reprimanded
That
for
shit
being
should have been
annoying
gone a
at
long
Discord
time ago.
event.
Yeah, I don't need people to like in my stream when they were supposed to watch it, you know? I mean, it's fucking sketchy. I had 500 people watching me. This is a YouTube, this is like a Twitch thing, you know? I should have somebody. You're not my man. I am Discord staff. Oh, you are? I am. Well, I don't know why they ended my stream though. I didn't do anything. I went to the bathroom. All I know is you're making some people uncomfortable, shoving the camera in their face.
Burger's existence in the space becomes too great. And before getting kicked out of a Discord event, make sure to finish his free beer.
Woo! I did okay, I think. I think I did alright. It's like the second time I've ever played her. Iliari, I think is her name?
Even outside of the event, Burger could not make any friends.
Hey guys.
Ilari. Okay. Not Iliari.
I've got a story. Follow me, crazy bro. Don't touch me. Get the fuck out of here. You push me. Go. Get the fuck out of here. Wow, I mean, you're in public. I'll film whoever I want. Get the fuck out of here. Wow. Steve Jobs. Get the fuck out of here. Yeah, come at me. Get the fuck out of here. Come at me, bro.
Burger becomes too much and then gets barred from streaming even outside of the event.
Burger.
Are you a smoker? What, weed or?
I haven't really had dinner yet.
I gotta ask you to cut the stream, man.
Or lunch.
Because
Or
I'm just
breakfast.
You're out here making people uncomfortable, man. I'm just talking to him.
Or
Was I
any
making
food
you
today.
uncomfortable?
Oh.
No, dude. What is happening is I have like 500 people, like 700 people watching live.
From here, for about an hour, Burger finds a different group of people. But he again becomes too much, where they start to be uninteractive with him. Yet he follows the group anyway.
Obviously. Are you the boss? Well, why didn't we go to the top of that thing earlier? I should go by myself.
kind of rude. I thought we were best friends, though. I mean, like, Burger Planet, we got like 800 people watching you. Yeah. So you guys being sketch. You all try to leave me. I don't have a home. I live in my van.
After continuing
do
to
like
pursue
being able
at
to
distance,
headshot
he
people.
finds that they end up at a bar. And after concealing his stream to go to the bathroom, he comes out re-energized and begins mingling.
I live in my van. Can I stay in your place for a little bit? Can I come party in your hotel? Place? I want to party in your hotel.
Oh, they are drunk as shit.
You have a jacuzzi?
That's funny.
Because I've been sleeping.
I'm envious.
Honestly, I do.
After a bit of streaming, Burger is confronted by Omega.
That's a fucking neckbeard if I've ever seen one.
Hey, why haven't you said that you're gonna quit streaming?
Yeah, because
That was a lie, right? That was a total fucking lie.
well,
Just for viewers?
no, I've done that before as a joke in my Discord.
Omega is not a creator necessarily, but is attached to a creator. He is a mod of Dr. Disrespect. After about a minute of their conversation, Dr. Disrespect, outside of his persona or just Guy Beam, is seen tapping Omega on the shoulder, which is when he begins following him and Burger begins following Omega. But now with alcohol in proximity and Guy just outside of frame, the chaos begins to
Kill him.
unfold.
Kill him! Alright, take it easy.
Let me get a little something over here. Can I get some of that? Can you grab it for me? Oh, yeah. Asshole. Are you streaming right now? Yeah, I just can't believe this guy. Where's the chat? By the way, 600 viewers.
Guy, instead of pushing
600
Burger away, allows him to
beers?
finish his spent drink,
fuck?
and is open to being on stream.
Are you streaming right now? Yeah, I have 700 people watching. Damn, that's crazy. Yeah, it is crazy. When you I can still do shit.
So the guy right behind you talking about it? That's Dr. Disrespect.
No way. Dr. Disrespect right here? Guys, I'm right next to Dr. Disrespect. Planet, dude! Planet, yeah. Have you heard of my name? That's one of my favorites. Are you for real, bro? It's in and out. This
Wait,
guy's
what?
like 6'8".
I can barely hear him.
6'9". He's like 69.
Burger, now gravitating towards who was revealed to be Dr. Disrespect, makes it a priority to film him.
Oh.
But then Guy is seen talking to a woman where Burger holds his shot for a couple seconds before getting more alcohol. A single conversation with a stranger is not very significant. Though as the party moves outside, Burger, still following Guy, pans his phone and once again, the woman is seen next to Guy. It was outside that Guy and his group of friends were having enough of Burger, which is when the streamer Jericho confronts him.
What should we do next? I think they're gonna go away. What are you gonna do next?
I'm going into my apartment, but there's...
Can I come quick?
Nah, but there's
Who's
probably
that?
people over there.
Don't push me. Thanks. Never touch me.
Hey, I'm impressed that you know that I'm Burger Andy.
Bro, I like your shit. Oh, you watch my shit? No, I watch
Dude,
your
what the
guys' stuff.
hell?
I'm just saying, you mind giving them their
Yeah,
personal
give them their
space?
personal space.
Awesome, I appreciate it, man.
Yeah, you're my homie.
Burger then moves to a different group. Then about 5 minutes pass and he goes back to Guy's group, where he is confronted by Jericho once again.
Hey, you do not have. You cannot tell me I cannot talk to anyone, bro.
No,
I
I'm
think
just
you're
saying
cool,
these group
but
of people are the
I'll talk to
ones-
who I want, man.
You're
Okay?
right,
That's-
absolutely.
Yeah, that
When
guy's
these
drunk.
people have expressed that they don't want to talk, it's all good. Just, do you mind? Appreciate it.
Burger then goes to a different group and then finds himself talking to Guy 10 minutes later.
What are your plans
What are
for
you
the
doing
future?
No.
You're killing it right now. Oh, sorry. Can I do a video? Oh, shit.
Let's go.
That's a big setup.
Burger talks to Guy off camera, where the woman Guy was talking to is also holding a separate conversation.
What are you doing tomorrow, though? What's your day like? Gonna be like? You got like a fan meet and greet thing?
Okay, okay. FaceTime, right? This is just summer stuff.
The woman's online handle at that moment was revealed to be Cray Sounds and Burger Planet Stream, a highly relevant name later on. As for Burger, he continued to try to win over Guy.
She lives around LA. I'm in LA, so we want to collab on some stuff. I do stuff up there at Citizens Brigade, and I've been a writer since 2007 for MTV and a lot of other stuff. And I'm doing my own stuff. Sick. If you want to collab on stuff, I can do a lot of different character voices, like over 100 different, like, different.
They were in Dallas?
Character I could probably
I live in Dallas.
Guy had reached his breaking point.
Guess we're not gonna collab.
Don't ever film me again.
Why?
Just do me a favor, okay? Don't ever film me again. Don't ever get me on there.
Okay.
Do you hear me?
What?
Don't ever. Hey.
What? All right, well, get away from me, man. Don't be on my thing.
Get it out of my face.
All right, I'm coming over. Well, don't go back into it if you don't want to be in it.
I don't like situations
2
like
minutes
that.
later, Burger breaks down in tears.
Oh yeah, he's so freaking drunk.
Nobody fucking likes me in the fucking world.
Welcome to the group.
All of my life.
Just deal with
the
it.
last 3 months. People have been telling me they hate me. They've been telling me to kill myself.
As Burger bounces back and begins leaving the parking lot of the venue, Guy, who is presumably with Prey Sounds, can be seen still talking in the background. That was the last of the Doc's appearance on Burger's stream. Afterwards, Burger wanders around, striking a conversation with a homeless man where they both wander the streets before Burger abandons him at a bus station. This stream's value to a wider audience was initially Burger progressively annoying Guy. The comments virtually only focus on their interactions. But as it brought more and more eyes, and all of the interactions with Guy were analyzed, so was the woman he was with. This woman, Prey Sounds, in January of 2017, responding to who was presumably her husband, petitioning the doc to have sex with his wife, stated, quote, "At Dr. Disrespect, please, hello, I'm here," unquote. Whether it was analysis
Dude,
of the stream
what are
or
these
any other
people's
theory,
lives,
Guy,
man?
not the
It's
doc,
crazy
but
shit.
just as himself, on December 14, 2017, went on stream.
As you guys know, I have a beautiful family and a wife and kid, and I want to be transparent that I've been unfaithful and stupid fucking mistakes, man. I'm gonna take time off
Ooh.
for my family. And,
Yeah, maybe don't cheat on your wife.
And so, I just wanted to let you guys know that. And this is not who I am. It's not what I represent.
An upload of that 2-minute stream has 4 million views. Conversation of the doc's infidelity quickly swept the internet, taking other aspects into it, like the fact that he has a child. Quote, "This news has affected me more than I'd like to admit. Not because I am a huge fan of the doc, which I am also his age. I am 36. I have a wife and 2 kids. The thought of having all that threatened due to my stupidity and reckless behavior / decisions makes me feel sick. I have such sympathy for what his family and he is going through," unquote. There was also speculation on the unknown length of his hiatus. While some viewers were in turmoil, Burger was celebrating.
Hey Doc, I heard about your little 2-time situation. Not good. Well, if you need a place to crash while your wife kicks you out and takes half of everything you own, you can move in with me in the mansion.
Initially, no one knew the depths of Guy's infidelity and the possible illegal acts, but there were leaks.
Doc has been unfaithful. Don't share this.
Dude, I hit her like 500
For
times.
everyone that's in this fucking room right now, Doc has been unfaithful with at least 4 girls on his wife. And I've kept quiet about it. There's one guy right here. And I've kept this quiet for fucking 2 years.
That was Omega, Doc's mod that Burger Andy was talking to at the bar, who on his own livestream leaked not only were there 4 women, but also this has possibly been going on for 2 years or since 2015. This was not even the worst of it, but that would not come out until years later.
It is unclear if Doc's wife does know about this specific instance. Even though the timeline matches up that it was all at the same time, it is still unclear if Doc's wife knew about the minor or knew about this specific girl, but she definitely knew about several other women that Doc either linked up with or tried to link up with, because I have seen text messages from his wife to other women calling them whores and being extremely upset with them.
That was Slasher, someone who years later teased at the depths of what the Doc did. For now, speculation around who these other women could have been was constant, where the Doc was still absent. His absence lasted for over a month and entered into 2018. And then finally, on January 19th, he broke his silence.
And we formed a new club. I call it the Champions Club. Doc 2.0. Coming soon. By the way, did I mention my wife's an assassin? Correction.
I know.
She's a deadly assassin.
This tweet ends with the date February 5th, and as seen in the video, the Doc was still with his wife. And he did come back on February 5th to his most viewed stream by a significant margin. It peaked at 363,000 viewers. The following streams, while not as bombastic, still retained impressive viewership. He was now dedicating himself to his stream schedule, continued to develop bits like his RoboDoc model. His wife continued to be interactive on stream and primarily bringing in food, and there was more development to his bits and a continued fleshing out of the character. Even on YouTube, he began uploading condensed versions of his streams. Typically, these contain some form of monologue, update on important information around the Doc, and certainly have gameplay footage with the inclusion of music that is blended well with the gameplay.
Are we having a good time in the arena, baby? Yeah, we are.
God damn.
This is why he was calling himself Doc 2.0. But even so, a new model only exposes that the prior one was imperfect. And the Doc's largest imperfection at this time was his infidelity, as it was still affecting him, as viewers quickly realized.
GGSNSD, thank you for the $10. It's knock knock. Who's there? The Doc coming into another woman. Thank you for the $10. Manimal, thank you for the $20. Can we have some motherfucking firm handshake? Let's go. Wow! Are you kidding me? Huh? Hey, watch your mouth, huh? Yeah, aren't you the one that needs to tighten his braces up? Idiot. Get Punk, welcome, son of Kong. Thank you for the $8. Says, hey, Doc, thanks for being an inspiration. You have inspired me to live life the way I want to. Thank you. I have been with 4 different women in the last month. The wife's not happy, but what can I say? Keep being it. All right, thank you for the $8.
That was from a compilation uploaded just a month after the Doc had come back. And while this weakness would always be exposed, his infidelity did not entirely ruin his business. While slow, he was easily regaining his brand-friendly status. He was still constantly invited to early access of battle royales, which boosted his numbers. But these were just stepping stones to whatever the next level was.
2 or 3 years, you know, you'd like to work up to that step, whether that's, you know, trying to take the channel to the next level on Twitch currently, or
Let's go, keep it coming. Push it. He's gonna stop and scratch his asshole. I don't know why robots have assholes, but they do.
There's those type of adventures. Like, I certainly would want to take it to the TV show series. If there's movie opportunities with the character, I'm open to that.
As dedicated to achieving this next step as the Doc was, his viewers, particularly the disturbed ones, had their own plans.
Man, just not finishing. Ladies and gentlemen, I gotta fucking end the I've got to end the broadcast right now.
I'm
shot at our house.
Ilari,
Fucking
pretty
upstairs
okay.
window. This is the second shot. Someone shot yesterday at our fucking house. And someone shot again right now and connected with the house upstairs. Right? You're driving by. Right? You pussy!
The Doc, in what appears to be the following day, came on stream and lightly addressed the shooting.
Am I going to be talking about anything related to what happened yesterday, today? No.
Get him. I don't think
Big
we're
deal
gonna
about
get
it. It's being handled.
Damn. That sucked.
And that's all I'm going to say about it.
According to the San Diego Union Tribune, quote, investigators later determined a BB gun was used in the shootings and suspect those responsible may have fired from a nearby park, Lieutenant Amber Baggs said, unquote. Following this event, there were no more acts of violence against the doc, at least not public or to this degree. And as difficult as his stained reputation was to cleanse, by 2019 he was virtually back where he left off.
You know, I'm pretty fortunate. Like, heading into this year, started this year, joining like a super high-end agency, CAA, and the team there, and my business partners and my management. We're just so dialed in at this point on taking things to the next level and doing it right.
CAA is a rather high-end agency that retains all forms of talent. From models, musicians, actors, they are world-class. And it appears through his meet and greets and other events likely organized through them that they were propelling the doc's career.
And the winner is Dr. Disrespect.
I love you guys. And last but not least, my wife, the mom of our 4.5-year-old sweet daughter who just holds it down. You've got a ball of just energy that is just undescribable, and I just appreciate you so much, and I love you so much.
Even though there were hiccups, like a short Twitch ban for filming in a bathroom, the doc reprised his role and was once again Streamer of the Year
It's
now
like
for
the
2019.
one thing I know about him.
And in
other than the
2020,
most
things
recent
continue to get better.
Filmed in a bathroom, cheated on his wife, and then
Purpose of life.
whatever this shit
I'm at the
is.
tippity top of the mountain, but I'm only halfway up. I'm in peak condition, and I'm not even in shape.
That was from a video announcing the doc's contract with Twitch. The next step up was practically in reach. Even so, the doc was playing with less brand-friendly imagery.
I bought a whole bunch of shungite rocks. Do you know what shungite is? Anybody know what shungite is? It's a 2 billion year old like rock stone that protects against frequencies and unwanted frequencies that may be traveling in the air. That's my story. I bought a whole bunch of stuff, put them around the La Casa, little pyramids.
The doc's sincerity comes into question this partly because of his sarcastic demeanor to similar things the year prior.
2 commercials already? Wait a minute, it's about aliens though. Let me check it out.
Told to make high medicines by the Star People.
Damn, the Star People? What channel is this?
Have been able to detect a unified field.
Is this the Gaia Network?
I know Star People.
In existence.
Well, let me put it this way. All energy in the universe is expressed in motion. All motion is expressed in waves. All waves are curved. So where does the straight lines come from?
Oh my god, we're getting fucking. Oh my god.
So when I took the flower of
Dude,
life
I'm about
and
to shut
opened it
this shit off.
properly, I found a whole new wave conjugations that expose the in.
I got my crystal right here, Terrence.
It could have been War Machine and Iron Man, but no,
The
we
doc
gotta
in 2020,
do this.
with the
apparently.
pandemic in full swing, was seeming more sincere with some beliefs. In this stream, he notably mentions conspiracy theorist David Icke.
David Icke, yes. Alex, yes. I like him. Even if like it's like it just kind of, you know, all it allows you to do is just sort of like, you know, allows you to step outside of the box just a little bit. Whether some of the stuff is not true or not, whatever. I think the whole goal though is to wake up.
The doc goes on to say he also bought his book.
I actually bought the, Mrs. Assassin bought the book, actually, not me.
There was then a tonal shift with the mention of Roblox.
Let's go.
Tomorrow, will you be playing Roblox Hide and Seek Extreme on stream? Hold on, what's that?
Got him.
Roblox.
Got him.
Crash Nation, it's me.
Oh,
Ash,
wait,
and I'm
what?
here with Chris.
Hello.
And today we're playing hide and seek. Yeah, let's throw him a taunt. He has the camera guy, so.
The doc then sits in silence for about 3 minutes before going back to David Icke.
Oh, this is when
David
it
Icke.
happens, isn't it?
No.
I think.
I ordered his book too.
Yeah, I want to be it. No bad. Oh, the backyard, the backyard.
Oh, okay.
Okay, who's it?
I appreciate everyone watching today.
It's in the backyard. Who is going to be looking?
We'll get
Yeah.
we'll get through this, Champions Club. I know it's a tough. Life's weird right now.
Oh no!
We'll
Damn it!
we'll get through this, okay? And
Come on.
Christopher.
Dun dun dun. You better not taunt me. How dare you.
Fuck.
Those were the last moments of Dr. Disrespect's stream. The last moments of Dr. Disrespect on Twitch, as it soon came out that he was banned. Because that was his final stream, the immediate thought was to analyze every aspect of it to find the source of the ban. Could it be the conspiracy theories or something less obvious? Some attribute the dog's lengthy silence while watching the Roblox video to him reacting to a possible notification of the upcoming ban. But it is also likely that the dog was not in the mindset to stream at that moment, considering his mind was on David Icke. And if he can't recoup his energy and entertain, he will end his streams.
It's like, how do I wake up here? I need to wake up. Like, someone make me laugh. Someone give me
that.
like,
I got like
up.
a fucking huge lag spike.
And sometimes it just doesn't happen. So you just kind of like hit this monotone of like energy, and it's just like, all right, I'm kind of getting close to wrapping this up, you guys.
Right.
Another item that supports the theory that the dog was not reacting to his ban was this interview by the Washington Post. Quote, being flatly denied any connection between that stream and his subsequent removal. He told the Post his comments centered on the current quote-unquote state of the world, including the coronavirus and the protests happening across the country. Unquote. It is also revealed that the dog found out he was banned while watching a friend's stream, noticing, quote, that some of the features normally available to him as a creator were not present. Unquote. This article doesn't just go into Twitch, it also goes into the effects of the ban. Because as a result of this, he was also banned on Discord, and there was a belief this would affect his marketability as a whole. Quote, Beam also landed a TV development deal with Skybound Entertainment. Beam said in the interview that plans for the TV show have not been affected by recent events. Skybound Entertainment did not respond to the Post's request for comment. Unquote. Unknown to the public, the reason for this ban is sourced all the way back to 2017 and prior. It is sourced not so much from his infidelity, but because of something known as the Twitch Whispers, a private messaging feature through Twitch, at least private to an extent. What Twitch found was that the dog was messaging a minor and the messages leaned inappropriate and likely illegal. Seeing that the dog was a ticking time bomb, he could no longer be the ostensible face of Twitch. Their contract with him had to be cut short, and for 4 years, this information was kept secret. For 4 long years, the public at large did not know why the dog was banned, and only theories could provide some satisfaction. Even so, Twitch is arguably the most marketable streaming platform. Relative to platforms like YouTube or Kick, it not only has a legacy as the streaming platform, it is known for adhering to strict guidelines. While these sometimes seem to have a bias to them, their iron fist helps them to keep a clean image. It helps them get better ads, which extend to their streamers. And so for Dr. Disrespect to be banned on the most marketable platform meant that his image existed outside of the space. And so just the ban was a drastic hit on his image. This was extremely important to the dog's carefully crafted brand that at this point had a team behind it. One that was trying its damnedest to help him recover from this in the same way he recovered from his cheating scandal. But this would not be overcome. The conversation around the dog continued to lean towards theories around his ban. Slasher, a person known for the leaking of information, the day the dog was banned tweeted, quote, look, for several hours now, I have been told from credible sources the reason Dr. Disrespect has been banned. However, due to the importance and sensitivity around the subject, I have refrained from going on it. I don't feel comfortable with it currently. Unquote. This was a terrible move on Slasher's part. One that was likely meant to garner interest to be able to publish his findings through a credible publication to protect himself from a lawsuit. In reality, it just brought frustration from a heavily curious internet mob. And to that, he would greatly regret this tweet as it became memed to no end. Wherever he went, this tweet and or just the claim of knowing why the dog was banned was sure to follow him. Also being discussed were theories around what the dog's next move could be. The doc, through this tweet, reaffirmed that he would be coming back.
You can never take away the power of my soul.
In August, viewers found that the doc had activated the membership option on his YouTube. It was only a few days later that the doc was officially back streaming on YouTube. This stream opened to a whopping 320,000 live concurrent viewers, and played about 5 minutes of footage hyping up his return. By the time the stream had transitioned to him addressing his audience, another 100,000 people had joined in. His live concurrent viewer count climbed to around 500,000, and at some point, the doc addresses the Twitch ban.
Why did you get banned? Guess what? I want you to look me in my fucking eyes when I say this. Okay?
I'm not super
You're not
confident
looking in my
about
eyes.
winning
Hold on,
this.
hold on. Okay. I really want you to look me in my eyes. Okay? I really want you to look me in my eyes when I say this.
They were just like all tanks. Well,
We still have no idea. And I'm going to tell you this right now. As far as I'm concerned, we didn't do anything to warrant a ban, let alone how they went about
Look at the
banning us.
skill.
No
The
communication before.
precise aiming.
No reaching out. Nothing. Boom. There's big money involved. So let the league.
Ain't nobody better at charging
they
with
need to do.
Reinhardt
The first
than
step to
Caladrius.
restoring his career would be to get back on Twitch. This would be their blessing and would place him back on the path he was on, because no matter how successful the doc was, no matter what celebrity or athlete the doc played with, this was always a barrier that had quite literally cut his revenue.
I make probably a quarter of what I was making on Twitch. A year later from being banned from the platform, well, you know, a lot of people think, hey, Doc, you did good. You're incredible. I listen, we've certainly tried to maximize the most of what we have to work with. So our ultimate bigger building out of the umbrella and the Doc universe and everything, whether it's obvious or not, the blacklisting, the shadow banning, it's happening. And as well as you think we're doing, and I think we're doing well enough. I'll tell you, man, it's been extremely disheartening. It's been a roller coaster of emotion, and it's absolutely fucking sucks. And to end off my little discussion here, but a lot of people ask me, do you know the reason? Yeah, I do know the reason why now. I've known for months now the reason why. And I'll just say this right now, champs.
I like that white
There's a reason
Mercy
why
outfit.
we're suing the fuck out of them.
The doc in the past has talked about how much anxiety this ban has brought on. That and an understanding of how untouchable from a company's standpoint he's become. For that reason, this lawsuit against Twitch serves multiple purposes. Even if it won't allow him back on the platform, it could clear his name to some degree if he wins. If it is found that Twitch was negligent in their decision, he could appear more appetizing to the companies that have been ignoring him. To that, on March 10th, 2022, the doc tweeted out that the lawsuit had been settled with the cryptic line, quote, "No party admits to any wrongdoing," unquote. Additionally, the doc makes it clear that he will not be returning to Twitch. While it was later revealed that he was able to get his contract paid in full, the other purpose of the lawsuit was not realized. He was not able to clear his name entirely and was not able to get back on the path he was on. But he did work with what he had and delved into other projects.
Yeah.
This will be
Playing with my Overwatch with my
this
sister.
will be the
yeah.
last sneak peek.
I only knew a couple of things that he did. I knew that he filmed in a bathroom.
One of the biggest draws for me
He
was
cheated
video
on
games.
his wife,
You know,
and then
there's
the
this
crazy
level of,
fucking recent
intensity
stuff.
built
So I don't know a lot about him.
the narrative.
So. How was it
Of
going?
the competition, and I think that's just so important in video games. And I feel like there's not enough doing that.
This was a stream in August 2021, where the doc was expressing his ambitions, sharing sneak peeks
Dude, we're
of his
doing
upcoming
trash
projects
right
by
now.
showing off concept art. By the text attached
All right,
to the
I'm gonna
bottom
have
of the
to
art,
switch.
one
We're gonna
can
have to
come to
bring
the
out old
conclusion
Brig.
that this was an extraction type game, like that of an Escape from Tarkov, but less grounded in reality. Though his ambition finally formed into something, no one truly knew how much of a role or even what role Doc was to play in creating this game. It was 4 months later that the Midnight Society
Like, what's
website
he
launched
done
with the same
since he
concept
came
art
back?
that Doc
I
teased
wonder-
at.
I guess he's
And at the
gonna
bottom of the screen
tell
was
us.
Doc as the co-founder. This was updated the following day with the additional text, quote, 6'8" visionary, unquote. This confirms that he was not just on board in this project for the singular game or just an advisor or the like. He was integral
That
to
was
the
a
studio.
calculated death
And
that
with
I
his persona,
definitely
the dog,
intended.
instead of Guy Beam, tied to the studio would be its marketing force.
Listen, in regards to NFTs, you don't have to have NFTs to play the game.
Where are the Evan Glare NFTs?
It doesn't change your experience of the game once it
And the
releases.
Evan Glare
and
fan TV
it'll continue
deals.
to be free to play.
The Evan Glare merch.
Right? You can't buy your way to win. However, for those of you who want to get more involved, there are ways to do so involving NFTs.
I've got a bunch
the chat's
of
reaction was mixed when talking about non-fungible tokens mixed
horror
into the
stuff
game.
to watch
But the
later,
doc was
too.
seemingly sold on
Got
including
at least like
them.
3 hour long
Imagine trying to
videos lined
extract
up.
with an
There's
item you
still some more
discovered worth
vintage hate that I
$100,000 on the
haven't
chain.
watched.
Think about
The
entertainment
collab,
value as
so
a viewer,
I got
let
a bunch
alone
of shit to
player.
do tonight.
A new PvP experience is upon us. Unquote. While the doc does have unique ideas, the view on NFTs, largely due to the environment of fraudsters they come with, mixed in with a strange culture, does not make for an overall appealing aspect of the game. But then again, another reason for its inclusion is to fund the game.
This is no quick cash grab. We're not interested in it. It's pretty obvious what the message is and our intention behind it. You think I'm interested in a cash grab of like, we are going to go out and raise 50 to 100 million.
This was his project, likely done in replacement of a would-be television show or other form of traditional media. But the doc, keeping his head down, mostly avoiding controversy, was working to some benefit. In particular, he had an appeal to more athletic gamers, or at least those interested in sports. That's why he continued to excel with sponsors
I
related to
played
sports, or
basketball
actually
for a
just in
brief
them.
period
Here he
in
announced the
6th grade,
49ers
and it
picks,
went just
a
about
football
as
team
well
that the doc was
as
allegedly
anyone
a
could
lifelong
possibly
fan of,
imagine,
which works
which is to
perfectly
say not
because the
very.
team and the doc share the same trademark red color. He even did a promotion
Being
video
tall
where he
does
threw
not a good
football over 60
basketball
yards.
player
Hey, Doc, I want to let you know. That 62-yard ball that got caught high. George Kittle caught that thing high from training
It
camp.
does not work
so
like
let's say
that.
that at least goes another 3-4 yards. 66-yard huck. Doctor disrespected San Francisco 49er camp. Did you see that shit?
The doc continued to promote all things masculine, even being the face of a different, albeit smaller project.
How can one person win so much? I'm a 6'8" powerhouse.
This bourbon reportedly sold out in 4 hours. He was still holding this balance well between carrying this persona but also being in on the joke. Although virtually every entertainer plays a character that is some variation of their natural self, it is
I'm
hard to
getting, like,
find anyone that does it more
ridiculous
intensely
amounts
than
of
the
lag.
doc. And for that reason, any information
Overwatch,
about Guy
it's not like
Beam
actually-
greatly affects how the character is viewed. And Guy's imperfection was more than a flaw. It
It's
was
not my
a potential
stream or
crime
anything
that
either.
the elements of which were going to come out. Just not from Slasher, who teased heavily of it in the past.
For several months now, I have been told from credible sources the reason that Dr. Disrespect has been banned. However, due to the importance and the sensitivity around the subject, I have refrained from responding or telling anyone.
You are gonna get so much hate. Like, like, do you jerk
Dude,
off to
Junkrat
this? Like, what do
behind.
you mean, dude? People are gonna
There's
be
a-
so mad
this-
at you.
Like
The
that
combination
Junkrat
of
is
Slasher
coming up
withholding
behind
this
us, and I
important
can't beat him
information
on my
while
own.
simultaneously coming on live streams when the only value he held was through this information was infuriating to many, and that did take its toll.
I ruined my reputation and essentially my career because of this tweet, and that put me into extreme depression and was one of the most significant reasons I left the internet for basically 2.5 years and I did not tweet.
That clip was Slasher reflecting on the backlash he received after the information about the doc and his messaging a minor had come out.
My memory is really bad because this was like 2 years ago, and I was in Outpost buying a minicopter, and I remember someone saying Dr. Disrespect got banned from Twitch because he was messaging underage girls on Twitch.
He said that.
Ooh, double kill.
That isn't.
Damn, that was nice of me. I totally meant to do that. That was not completely by
I'm saying
accident.
what I heard in Rust.
Say that. Why did you say that?
He must have heard it.
Am I not allowed to say what I heard in Rust?
While this does get the allegation correct, it was posed in the form of a rumor, and while it did get some traction, it did not compare to this tweet. Not from Slasher, but from Cody Connors, an ex-employee at Twitch, or rather, former head of partnerships of Twitch, that on June 21st, 2024 stated, quote, he got banned because got caught sexting a minor in the then existing Twitch Whispers product. He was trying to meet up with her at TwitchCon. The powers that be could read in plain text. Case closed, gang. Unquote. This tweet finally activated the second, potentially final stage of the poison Guy consumed in around 2017. Only now was he bound to lose everything. There was some delay as viewers burned with Slasher's withholding of information, knew the attention could be usurped by exposing the reason why, whether true or not. This uncertainty was sourced from Cody's tweet the year prior, stating that he would release the reason why if all 3 of his band's shows sold out. This happened not once,
oh, it's so
but twice.
laggy.
The second time mentioning Slasher by name. But then there was
Why
the
is it so
corroboration.
fucking laggy?
While there were ethical concerns like wanting to keep the victim
Junkie
anonymous and
Brad
fear
is back.
of any leaks potentially leading back to the victim, the major reason no one wanted to come forward with the information was a fear of a lawsuit.
Oh my
With Cody
God,
taking
the lag.
brunt of the
Look at the
responsibility,
lag, it's
several other people
wild.
began backing Cody, including
My lag
Slasher,
is
though he
wild.
did it rather cryptically. Bloomberg a few days later reported, quote, the reason for his banishment from Twitch were never given, but 3 people with knowledge of the matter said Beam was removed because he exchanged sexually explicit messages with a minor through the service's direct chat feature. He also asked a minor
ain't
about
gonna
her
happen.
plans at the TwitchCon convention. According to 2 of the people who asked not to be
That
identified
Junkrat
discussing such a
single-handedly
sensitive matter,
annihilated
a
us.
complaint was later filed with Twitch through its reporting system, the 2 said, unquote. Though there was no comment from the doc through publications like these, he did comment on Jake Lucky's quote tweet of Cody Connor stating, quote, Jake, seriously, I get it. It's a hot topic, but this has been settled. No wrongdoing was acknowledged, and they paid out the whole contract.
Oh, here it
Unquote.
is. This is the
This
downfall.
was a grand misplay.
big downfall.
Though the doc was trying to use legalese to promote that a court didn't find these happenings as egregious, the standard reader doesn't care. The only appeasement would be a flat-out denial, and this was not that. Then, on June 22nd, the doc stated, quote, listen, I'm obviously tied to legal obligations from the settlement with Twitch, but I just need to say what I can say since this is the fucking internet. I didn't do anything wrong. Let's
go.
All this has been probed
Oh
and
my
settled.
God. How
Nothing
did she
illegal.
res them,
No
really?
wrongdoing was found, and I was paid. Elden Ring Monday, unquote. The doc was back streaming, playing the recently released Elden Ring DLC.
For those that are looking for
I have
me
not
to
played that
stand
yet, actually.
on this weekend, not gonna.
Oh my God.
I already said what I needed to
Oh,
say.
fuck, we got it. I would not have bet money
I
on
don't
us.
give a fuck about this guy.
That is not that is not a bet I would have taken.
Easy. Third try? Third try, champ? What about quest lines? I know, but you know how we, you know how we run things here.
Just a fun, two fat asses that are just fucking talking.
The doc sits in
Here it
silence
is.
for nearly a minute,
Here it
only breathing
is.
heavily
This
within
is the
that time.
downfall, the big
he
one.
then starts calling out donations as a streamer would.
Thank you for the 5. How we feeling, Doc? Says Roy. I'll be honest, I'm feeling a little fatigued.
Uh-huh.
Feeling
Staying
a
in
little
character, I
fatigued.
mean, you know.
We came in here, champs.
It's kind of weird. It's when Kevin Spacey did that,
came
when
in
he
here.
got called out and like started
energy.
putting out unhinged videos as
High
if he were
energy.
Frank Underwood.
But I'm telling you, man, I'm just
Oh
feeling
my
fatigued.
God, this fucking lag is
When shit like
ridiculous.
this happens
Like
over
what
the
what is
weekend.
even happening? I can't even
just
play it.
kinda-
Lag is so fucking ridiculous.
It's like how many times can I I don't like I'm actually tired of being on social media, and I've expressed that
No, my stream actually
over the
caught
years,
the lag
champs.
too.
It's just
so
gotten, I don't know, like it's been drained out of me. It's being drained out of me. It's being drained
not,
out
like,
of my
downloading
family and
anything,
I.
am
I did have a sort of a planned vacation coming up.
Well, shit.
And I think I might just extend that starting today, starting now. It's time to drive into the sunset, says Swervin. Oof, man, I like your style. It might be time.
I'm getting like
to drive into
600
sunset, champs.
milliseconds.
It was
It's
this that
unplayable.
possibly changed the doc's demeanor on stream. As the day of, Midnight Society tweeted,
I mean,
quote,
like,
on Friday evening, we
800
became aware of an
milliseconds.
allegation against
I guess
one of our
it's fine now.
co-founders, Sky Beam, aka
Ish.
Dr.
Not
Disrespect.
really.
We assumed his innocence and began speaking with parties involved. And in order to maintain our principles and standards as a studio and individuals, we need to act. For this reason, we are terminating our relationship with Guy Beam immediately." Unquote. The Doc's own studio separating themselves from a founder and their,
Look at
in
that
essence, marketing
latency.
campaign was a massive deal. The Doc was undoubtedly a core component of not just the studio, but also aspects within the game that teased gameplay that was certainly in his style.
Oh, now it's down
From
to
these
like
snapshots,
60. What
the
the
Doc's
fuck?
influence is clear. The towering buildings as seen in the background of his streams, the keynotes of Red. This is to say that his removal was expensive in the sense of potential in the lost promotion, and also expensive in what they may have to rework. If they are willing to burn money to detach themselves from him, then the lesser involved sponsors would follow suit. Quote, Digiday has since reached out to Beam's other sponsors Aces, Gillette, Mountain Dew, and San Francisco 49ers for their response and intentions regarding the situation. An internal representative of Mountain Dew confirmed to Digiday that the brand no longer works with Beam and
Dude, what
hasn't
the
in some
fuck?
time. Meanwhile, a 49ers spokesperson said, "We take these developments seriously and will not be working with him going forward." A Gillette representative told Digiday that the brand has not had a relationship with Beam for several years. Chances are the creator's other sponsors will follow suit. Unquote.
And they
indeed they did. The Doc, on June 25th, a day after detaching from Midnight Society, came back with a statement. Quote, "Let's cut the fucking bullshit. As you know, there's no filter with me. I've always been upfront and real with you guys on anything
That's
that I can
ridiculous.
be upfront about. And I'm always willing to accept
us never speak of that
responsibility,
again.
which is why I'm here now. First and foremost, I do want to apologize to everyone in my community as well as those close to me, my team, and everyone at Midnight Society Game Studio. Were there Twitch whisper
a weird
messages
flex
with
that
an
he
individual
stayed
minor
in
back in
character for
2017?
this.
The answer is yes.
I don't
Were
think
there
it had
real
the intention that he thought it
behind
did,
these messages?
or was going to
The
have.
answer is absolutely not. These were casual, mutual conversations that sometimes leaned too much in the direction of being inappropriate. But nothing more.
But he
Nothing
won't release
illegal
it.
happened. No
So,
pictures were shared.
you
No
know.
crimes were committed. I never even met the individual. I went through a lengthy arbitration regarding a civil dispute with Twitch, and that case was resolved by settlement. Let me be clear, it was not a criminal case
All
against
this,
me,
bro?
and no criminal charges have ever been
this?
brought against me. Unquote. The doc
What
goes
is
on to
this?
say
This
he is
isn't
taking
Eichenwald.
responsibility for his actions,
I am
and then
confused.
states, quote, "I'm no fucking predator or pedophile. Are you kidding me? Anyone that truly knows me fucking knows where I stand on those things with those types of people. Fuck that." Finally, if you're uncomfortable with this entire statement and think I'm a piece of shit, that's fine. But I'm not fucking going anywhere. I'm not the same guy
Is
that
it
made this
Eichenwald?
mistake all those
Is
years
it
ago.
Eichenwald? Did they
I'm
just
taking an
change it
extended
for
vacation
Halloween
with my family
purposes,
as
or
mentioned
what?
on stream, and I'm coming back with a heavy
Why would they
weight off
change
my
the
shoulders. Unquote. This reads as a more genuine, less public relations infected statement, and an honest one, which was a problem. Whether through anxiety, anger, or something similar, the doc fully admitted to talking inappropriately to a minor. Even without the messages or no criminal charges being brought forward, this acknowledgement is disturbing enough. This was the proverbial nail in the coffin. This tweet was later revised to remove the word minor, but then
Yep.
revised once more to
And he
re-include
didn't
it
know that
as people took
could
note.
see the
Then the
edits.
statement was later deleted altogether. But the doc also stated he did plan on coming back, and if he was not done, then neither was the chaos. The falling of these dominoes were getting larger and hitting harder. In late June, Liana Love tweeted, quote, "During that time in 2017 when he was cheating on his wife with not only me, a trans sex worker, but also another woman, and texting a minor, he was also exploiting me by making me give him cam shows with the
Oh my
promise of
God.
partnership. After the cam shows, he went ahead and blocked me." Unquote. Liana's evidence is through
Dude,
a
I'm
video
ping-ponging
attached to
around
post
this map like a
showing
goddamn
messages with the
pinball.
doc through Twitter and later Snapchat. Some read, quote, "Nice. I feel like releasing one now. Yummy. Should I let it go or hold on? I mean, I'm gripping now. Boom." Unquote. The doc had become so untouchable that now even his streamer friends had come out against him.
Seeing everything on Twitter, and I read through Doc's tweet, and in that very tweet, he basically confirms that, you know, he was texting an underage girl.
This is
And it
ridiculous.
went weird sometimes, you know, and look, just to be blunt and straightforward, man, that's inexcusable. It's unacceptable, right? Can't support it. I can't defend it. And look, the boys and I are torn up over it too, man, because we played a lot of games with the guy, and
Yeah, like
it
everyone
feels a little
fucking
weird, but
ran away from him.
what can you do?
I don't even
you
know these
So I just
people. I
wanted to
don't really
update
watch
you guys
big
on my
streamers.
thoughts and how I'm feeling. If
he knew that was a minor, and those were the messages being sent. I cannot support that.
Typically,
It
when a
triply
creator alienates
sucks.
an audience with
Oh,
a
I'm
partisan
actually
belief,
going
they
through a pretty
reinforce
big
a standing
lag
with a
spike right
different
now.
audience. But talking inappropriately
Even
to a
from
minor is a
stream.
bipartisan
I don't know why.
issue. Even so, the doc did try to get his feet wet. He tried to reframe the character with a tweet that broke his month-long silence. One that shows he is playing chess and that his opposition is playing checkers. The reframing comes from his
I'm
replies
actually
found
very
below.
confused by
Responding
this.
to a user
Probably
that
gonna get
asked
some
if he was
wild
playing with a
buffering.
minor in the photo, the doc responded, quote, "Good one, she, her. The internet will never fix your real threat, depression," unquote. The doc makes it a point to bring out
My
the pronouns
latency
in
is
their
like
bio and
1500.
associates it with depression. A core piece of the
It's
doc
literally
was trash talk,
unplayable.
but to not get personal. Being that this and other replies ratio his own tweets show that this experimentation to appeal to partisan beliefs shows many things. It shows that this experimentation was a failure.
Why?
It shows how disliked he has become, and why
I'm
the
so
character does not
confused.
work when there is such a grievous flaw. On August 14th, he tweeted that he enjoys this vacation too much right now, but will be back soon. Soon in this context was a little over 3 weeks, as on September 6, 2024, the doc was back with a stream titled The Truth. After over 20 minutes of wait that included a game of Wordle, he was finally addressing
Am I? Surely not. Discord, maybe?
Missed the point with my personal statement.
It's this kind of...
Maybe it's time to tell my side of the story.
The doc opens by talking about reapplying for his monetization on YouTube and then delves into the previous lawsuit with Twitch and how Cody Connors avoided the confidentiality that came with the
I
settlement.
mean, yeah,
Cody,
look at that. There's no fucking way.
Why do this? What was the point?
Okay, maybe it
This was
fixed
settled
itself.
professionally. And you, knowing how black and white the internet is, you decided, you fucking rat, to leak the reported reason Twitch banned me.
The doc harps on about Cody Connors and the semantics around what was said instead of adding any clarifications.
And there
Do you
go
even
the
know what the
viewers.
legal definition of
'Cause I'm
sexting
lagging.
is?
Rightfully so.
I do.
would leave too.
And yeah, I used Twitch's whispers, but trust me, I wasn't sexting anyone. You also said the word minor, Cody. I even made sure that word was emphasized in my statement, edited, etc., just to make sure these so-called journalists would pick up on it. And boy, oh boy, did they ever, champs.
Hold on, Herb.
When you and all these so-called journalists, Cody, fired off your tweets,
Let's go, boys.
did any of you consider that the Twitch user may have been over the legal age of consent at the time of the messages?
This was a phenomenally poor start to the doc's defense, primarily because he had over a month to formulate this response with his team, and this is the best they can represent this situation. Not just by not clarifying
do?
his side of the messages as the
dodge
confidentiality agreement
shit
was
when you
broken,
don't even know what's
but
going
also
on.
deflecting to Cody Connors and how he went above and beyond to report the Twitch whispers. Additionally, the doc fails to name these journalists directly, but is likely referencing the Bloomberg article because they use the word explicit.
Twitch's trust and safety team, the same employees that decided to ban me, internally admitted that the whisper messages were not sexting. And two, Twitch's trust and safety team, the same employees that decided to ban me, internally acknowledged that the whispers did not constitute child sexual abuse material CSAM. I'll say it again. Neither I nor the Twitch user exchanged any sexual graphic messages or images. I even used the word inappropriate, purposely. And look at how it's defined by everyone, champs. Huh? Including these defaming articles. I'm sorry, but mutual bantering with inappropriate jokes taken out of context should have never led to me getting banned from Twitch in the first place.
Through the very little the doc is saying, it can be extrapolated that the messages were not graphic, but he does not deny that they were not of a sexual nature. But that nature is, quote-unquote, mutual bantering with inappropriate jokes. This is why the messages are where the mystery has moved on to.
But that partner manager, oh boy, oh
Why
boy,
won't
did
he
had it
give
out.
us the
He
messages?
had it out for the tea time.
It seems pretty.
He finds
like,
out that
easy
no
to
further
acquire.
action will be taken, so what does he do? He personally escalates the report to a friend on the Twitch's LER team. The LER team, remember, that's the Twitch's law enforcement response team. The LER analyst cherry picks and sends a few targeted excerpts out of context from the whisper messages to this director. Now, if you do this, you can make anyone's messages look inappropriate.
Latency's
even
fine
when they
now.
aren't.
And now it's up. Like, I
Within
don't-
less than
I
1
don't get
hour,
it.
this LER analyst and his director have made the decision to suspend me from Twitch. Twitch submits a report to NCMEC. You guys all read those little articles, huh?
The doc points out how the director was on vacation and did not have access to the work computer and had to rely on what the analyst sent. The doc also explains the NCMEC, or the National Center for Missing and Exploited Children, was notified.
Guess what? As far as I know, and over 4 years have passed, they didn't do anything with the report. As far as I know, they didn't escalate Twitch's report to law enforcement. Twitch makes this decision to terminate my contract and ban me while admitted they did not perform any legal analysis of whether the messages exchanged were illegal in any way. Twitch makes this decision to terminate my contract and ban me while admitting that they never investigated the age of consent in the jurisdiction where the user's messages were sent and received. Twitch makes this decision to terminate my contract and ban me without ever interviewing me, the user, or any other third party, including the partner manager. It's fucking unbelievable!
The doc states that Twitch did not look to the jurisdiction of where the individual lived, which implies the state that they live
God damn it.
has age of consent laws capped under 18. Perhaps 17 or even
that's not
16,
the big W
but failing
you
to
think it
clarify
is.
the age makes the latter two ages more likely. And failing to verify such information, Twitch's escalation to the SCMEC could have been pointless because the individual could have been
Dude,
of
I don't
legal
know.
age.
I'm gonna,
the
like,
legality is
watch
perhaps what the
something
doc
and I'll
is
be
relying
back
on.
later. Like,
One
it's just
retelling of
simply
events can be
unplayable
that the
for me right
doc
now.
messaged a human of legal age. Another retelling could be that the doc, a man now in his 40s who has a wife and a child, sometime in the past 5 years, sent messages of a sexual,
Okay.
non-explicit nature to someone
I
who
would
could
love
have been a
to play,
minimum
but
of
I
16
don't
years
know why
old.
I just started
One
flipping
sounds
this
much
shit.
better than the other, but the doc only provides enough information to justify the formal
Okay, we can go back to
explanation.
single screen.
And to that, he admits the Twitch whispers looked bad.
And I'm not denying the exchange of whispers, champs. I'm not denying that to all of you out there. It looks bad. I have no way of knowing if the Twitch user thought our exchange of whispers was inappropriate. If it was, I apologize.
In the response, the doc both failed to state the person's age and provide the messages, though viewers did try to get it out of him.
People want show the message, release the messages, show the messages. What are we in second grade?
Though some did buy the doc's framing of events, many weren't happy with his defense.
And I understand that he feels the need to defend himself. I know a lot of people are coming at him. And I know his premise and what he's dying on is that what he did was not illegal. And look, I get that. But at the end of the day, you messaged a minor and it was inappropriate. For me, this is not about legality.
Things will not be absolved for the doc until there is clarity. Clarity in how old
This
the
is kinda
person
where we
actually
are right
was.
now, yeah.
His dancing around facts did manage to convince some of his audience, but even so, his reputation is now tattered. The events sourced from around 2017 have slowly but progressively and
Who is
painstakingly
this?
destroyed Guy's dreams.
Lily
Every
Orchard?
step of the way, he has tried to fight his sour reputation
Who
and
the
tempered
fuck
his
is Lily
ambitions.
Orchard?
From his high popularity in terms of acceptance, he was the quote-unquote face of Twitch. He was inches away from developing a TV series around the doc, but that quickly died.
Where
He
is the
settled on
Evan
making
Glare
a game,
TV
and that
series?
too, after years of commitment and work, was ripped
I
away
have
from his claws.
tens of
He
followers.
has been stripped and destroyed. It is unknown what his future entails, but it is certain that his previous goals
5 million
that were so
people,
close, so tangible, will
4.5.
now only remain in a haunting memory. Because the character Dr. Disrespect, along with his ambitions, have died.
Yep. True. True. It's a wild downfall. RTU as well. He deleted his 1 million follower channel. I don't even know what the fuck is going on there. I used to be a daily viewer of him. And then he lost his shit. Like, I have no fucking clue what happened to him. Like, I do because I was there for all of it. But, like, if you look back, you're like, how the fuck did I wind up here? I want to see if anyone else said anything else about it. Like, deleting a 1 million+ follower channel is wild to me. I just broke 400 after like 8 years. Which is so pathetically sad beyond reason. But not unexpected. I just want to see if anyone else has anything out there about that. Dreamcast. Oh shit. We do have people. Camelot. Camelot went down a weird rabbit hole. He started going like alt-right kind of shit. And I loved him. I loved watching Camelot. In fact, I found Camelot through Review Tech USA. I paid $50 for him to eat a roach, and he did. And it was fucking funny as shit. Kino Casino. Celebrate it like everyone is fucking... I don't even know. Wait, what is this? Keemstar trolls Review Tech USA in his stream chat. So I haven't watched him in a while, like consistently, like I used to, just to keep up with the bullshit. I definitely.
Why do you have to use me for
was
content?
not a fan. After he
Why don't
pulled
you
what he
take back
pulled.
the fact you said I'm a bad father? On lies too. That's a good one. Tell me that. I'll wait for answers.
We've been.
Yeah. Why did you?
Well, but like, come on, man. It wasn't lies. It was like we saw it. We saw it on the stream. Like, what are you doing? Like, if we have, like, it was live. People have video proof of, like, his mom or something come in, which no shade. I live with my parents right now because it happens. I'm not super proud of it. But anyway, the point is, like, his mom came in and she was like, Rich, you need to take care of your kid. And he's like, I can't, I'm streaming. That's not just... He's like, oh, it's lies? Like, how do you stand on a hill telling somebody it's lies whenever you literally have the live video proof? I don't know. It is wild.
Put out that I was my mom who couldn't even get out of bed at that time, was taking care of my kids. They were all talking about it. I have it downloaded and saved, which was all misinformation and lies. Why?
But we saw it. Like, it's
Because you're
there.
a piece of shit and just want to milk content. You don't care.
Wait, did Reach call Keem a piece of shit for milking content when he's literally watched ESP for the past 2 years every day on his stream? I cannot imagine the mental gymnastics he is jumping through right now. It is like infinitely beyond some sort of Olympic level mental gymnastics.
You have no ethics. You're a morally corrupt piece of garbage, Keem. That's why.
He knows.
So go fuck yourself. Get the fuck off of my fucking show, man. I'm tired of these fucking people, dude. I'm tired of them.
Keem doesn't really dispute that. Like me, I'm a piece of shit. I'm not telling anyone I'm not. So how is it a gotcha whenever somebody calls you a piece of shit? You're like, yeah, I know. What are you talking about? This is what we've been saying all along.
Because I didn't want to go into a drama fucking explosion. Why you just went with stuff and put it up. Get the fuck out of my fucking stream, dude. I'm not here for it. I'm not in the fucking mood. Defend myself. You went with, you don't, I don't even want to go on there and talk about it. I'm sick of it. I haven't mentioned it for 8 months until now. Fuck you and fuck the rest of the clowns that went with it with no evidence, and there is no evidence. It's been debunked.
How do you debunk your mom coming in and telling you that? How do you debunk that? Was it like a fake moon landing kind of situation? Is that what he's going for? Some kind of weird fake thing that he had happen? And I'm always the one to play the other side. I love playing devil's advocate, like putting myself in their situation and figuring out like how, like what possible routes you could take to handle this. And I don't know, man. I just don't see it. I truly do not.
I'm not sitting there and giving you content, so you don't give a shit. You just manufacture whatever the fuck you want to. Whatever damage is done, be damned. So you were one of the people that helped with the whole thing. That I'm high and not taking care of my kids. That I'm doing all of this other shit. Go fuck yourself and fuck your stupid show that's meant for 20-something-year-old incels. And get the fuck out of my stream.
But he is high all the time, and I don't care. I mean, more power to him. I would be too. He's drunk all the time. Doesn't matter. But like, you are. We have proof of it. Like every day. I don't. Like, it bothers me that he can say this with a straight face. It actually, like, really, really fucking bothers me.
Thank you. Have a great day. Go suck a dick. God damn. Bye. See you later. It's been real. Defend myself. So you profit off of this and shove it up your ass.
There's some crazy doings afoot. Let's see, but Eric doing live. Am I live on YouTube still?
This is my last beer. I'm pissed that I don't have.
And I don't have a beer. Do I have a beer? I don't think I have a beer. It wouldn't do anything anyway.
Have any more fucking beers? Just send it to me on Twitter DMs.
Camelcast? He didn't drop acid.
I need more Twitter followers anyway.
That's like...
I'll link to my Twitter.
Camelot said, like, don't drop acid daily. It wouldn't matter if you did. Your body builds up an incredible immunity to it. Basically, after one dose, you have to wait at least half a month to get anything else like that. And I'm very, very familiar with psychedelics. Camelot clearly doesn't understand how that works. But again, he doesn't drop acid. He smokes or ingest marijuana. Doesn't matter.
Did put the Discord link.
I want to see these other ones. See what Dreamcast guy has to say.
This video is going to be completely different from it.
He looks like Dollar Store Doug from Nostalgia Critic. I've met him too. He's a nice guy.
Anything else on the channel. Typically I talk about gaming news and do game reviews and stuff like that, but that's as Dreamcast guy. Consider this to be like a max rant because I am actually concerned about Rich of Review Tech USA, and I want to talk about it because I think you need help. I think you need professional help. Rich, I hope you see this video. And I want to talk about the whole situation with him. So yesterday, he deleted his channel.
I really fucking hated being a person that has, and I guess you could say still is in a situation of that, and people are like, oh, you need help. What? I think it's really fucking annoying because they don't know if you've already tried. And despite everyone's beliefs, therapy or whatever is not a cure-all. I don't know who got that in their mind, but it doesn't work for some people. It didn't work for me. The only workaround would be to go into the past and change shit, which obviously we can't do. Like, it just is so patronizing for people to say get help. I've been told that whenever I was going to like divorce support, and then like a grief counselor, which I was recommended to go to, and then just blanket therapy as well. None of that shit helped. You know what did help? Bunch of fucking vodka. Got away from it for a little while. It's the only thing that helped. Medication at the time teaching, I was fucking zoned out and shit. Like, it's not... People... Whatever. Let's see what he has to say.
He just
it's so
straight
fucking
up
annoying,
clicked
though.
delete on a YouTube channel with over 1 million subscribers. Now, a lot of the replies are saying, it's a stupid decision. I can't believe you did
It
it.
is
A lot of
stupid.
people are being like, bro, you got to get canceling. This is not the way. And a lot of people are saying that something about this is very off. People are guessing it's because of YouTube drama. Over the course of the last year, 2 years, Rich has been getting into a lot of YouTube drama. But in my opinion, it wasn't that bad. I mean,
like
I've been a
the
frequent
quantum
watcher
shit.
now of Review Tech
Sure.
USA since pretty much he started his channel. Now, if you've never watched him, this guy was tremendously influential to the gaming space. He was a personal inspiration to me. Lucky I've had a chance to talk to Rich, do podcasts with him, and, you know, private DM with him a bunch. Rich is a very chill guy, and he came up with a very chill style of content.
Yeah.
He used to do pretty much daily uploads where whatever gaming story that personally struck his interest, whether it was a bad review score or some merger or some game being announced, he'd just talk about it. A lot of times it didn't even show his face. He would just straight up show like
gameplay.
Usually Call of Duty gameplay, show like random Wii U games or whatever, and he'd talk about it. And it really
very
created
low
this
effort,
connection
but I mean,
to it.
that's not to, like, throw
Rich's
shade.
content was incredibly fun because it did feel like you knew him, right? Like the content was so chill. He would mix in all sorts of funny other videos where he'd talk about, you know, how bad it is trying to date in your 30s. He talked about working at retail stores and stuff like that. Review Tech USA blew up, and it definitely felt like it deserved to blow up. But according to that rise, he always got a lot of backlash and hate. But I think every YouTuber does, right? I mean, anybody. Philip DeFranco, any streamer you like is constantly getting loved and hated. I mean, people act like I'm the worst YouTuber on the planet, but then also I get
Nah, dude, I got that shit
millions of
locked down.
views, and people do like me and stuff like that. So I feel like everybody gets teared down. Just, that's the nature of stuff, right? It's the same with Hollywood celebrities and stuff. You can be the biggest, most popular guy, and people are going to talk about how much they despise you. You could find some like GeoCities hate blog. But I do think Rich
GeoCities.
had the problem with
Ancient
kind
internet.
of internalizing the drama.
Ancient internet.
I feel like the hardest part about this job is that you really can't care what people say about you. And at a certain point, I feel like it's just not good for your mental health to look at what people are saying about you. Like,
people don't like me. I say, fucking take a ticket and get in the back of the line. Like, what do you want me? Okay, so you don't like me. What? Okay. Like, what do you do then? It's not like I'm a prominent figure. It's not like I'm monetized. Not like I'm sponsored or anything. Can't really do anything like that. It's like, okay, you hate, like, what's your end goal? You hate me? Okay, well, that's all right. I don't know what to do with that information.
this
Sounds
guy
like a
had over 1
personal
million
problem.
subscribers, and he does still have a side channel, which we're going to talk about in a bit. But if you have 1 million subscribers, clearly people like you. Clearly people want to hear what you have to say. People clearly enjoy and engage and are there for your content, right? I mean, it feels like I always thought Rich was one of those people that really managed to come out there and make his own style of stuff and really took off because he figured out this vibe, this rhythm that other people
Right.
hadn't. But
Yeah.
he definitely cared a lot about the drama. When people would accuse him of having a bad camera or being a lolcow or whatever, it really seemed to bother him.
Bad camera,
Now,
bros.
Rich,
unite.
obviously, I'm a much smaller YouTuber. I'm like 240,000 subscribers. So you're literally, your main channel is 4 times bigger than I've ever been. But people send me stupid hate too, right? I get comments about people talking about wanting to torture my cat to death and saying that I'm a horrible human being for saying Xbox is going to fail. At a certain point, I think you have to stop reading the comments. You got to stop reading the replies. You got to stop caring. Now, obviously, that's a lot easier said than done. I feel like what every YouTuber needs to have is a hobby that isn't YouTube, right? I'm super into fitness. I do board game nights with my bros every single week. My
am not
girlfriend and
into
I go on
fitness.
lots of dates where we put on silly outfits or dress up or whatever like that. And I'll be honest, I don't look at the comments. I don't look at the replies. I'll look at stuff here and there to make sure there's not like editing errors and stuff, but I'm not going to be Googling my own name, watching videos of people that hate me and stuff like that, because it's not going to do me any good.
He's right.
The human brain is not constructed to properly handle stadium fulls of people yelling at you. It just collapses in on itself. So if anything, I think the best way to do YouTube is work, write your scripts, edit your content, and then step away from it. Go read a book, go ride a bike, stuff like that. YouTube is fun. I like YouTube.
Learn an
But this ain't my life. This is my fun job that I'm lucky to have. And I feel like Rich started to fall into the trap where he just wanted to be liked. He wanted to be beloved. But this also goes beyond that. Even that. I feel like Rich, I think you're having a chemical imbalance. For the last year or two, your behavior has become very erratic. A lot of your inside jokes about birds, you randomly ripping off your clothes in every live stream and stuff like that. Like, I get that it's supposed to be silly.
It's not random. He gets paid $50 to do it. Shit, if I did that, I'd take off my shirt. I don't know why anyone would want to see that. Fuck it, I'd do it for $50.
I get that it's a joke, but it still seems like something is a bit off. Like sitting on stream, reacting to DSP clips for hours and hours every night, clearly stoned out of your brain. I just think that's not healthy. Now, you can disagree. You can say, hey, it's his life, he can live it. But I think something has clearly shifted. As a person that's been watching your content now for over 10 years, I definitely have 10 years of solid, rich content I've observed. He slowly unraveled. You were filming videos where you'd walk into a mall and scream about the quartering. You're starting to do stuff that I think is a bit of a cry for help. It's hard to tell when you're mentally ill because it's like self-diagnosis is such a trap. It's like if you break both your hands and now you're trying to put a cast on the other hand. You just can't do it. Even if you're motivated and focused, you're
That's
too
pretty
busted to properly fix the problem yourself. But that's okay. I've had
Put 'em on
friends who had
drugs.
actual mental breakdowns, mental breaks where they had to be institutionalized. And I'll straight up say it. Every one of my friends that have come out of being institutionalized is better for it. A lot of them have actually come out and said, well, it was nice to finally, give in some meds, figure stuff out, actually have a counselor tell me what's going on and work through trauma and stuff like that. And a lot of those people for the rest of their lives are much, much better off. Now, Rich, I'm not saying you need to be institutionalized or locked up, but I do personally think that it would be good for you to just talk to a professional, whether it is a psychologist or a psychiatrist. I'm not even saying you necessarily need medication, but after the stuff that happened with your daughter, I just think your behavior is starting to get super strange. I don't think normal people would delete, 10 years of content.
Yeah. It's weird.
This guy used
Even I
to be
didn't
one of the
do that.
best. And I'm going to say, I don't care about the drama. I do not care about what Boogie2988 said about him. I don't care what Jay said about him. I'm fine with that. I'm not saying that those points are irrelevant. But I think this goes beyond it. Rich, I think that you need to be able to have a professional externally help address your life. I don't even think it's necessary for you to bring the channel back. I don't even think it's necessary for you to keep doing what you've always been doing, right? I mean, everybody takes different paths in life. I think it'd be fun to be a YouTuber forever, but I'd also be happy if I ended up just getting a job at a gym and became like a personal trainer or something like that, because I do genuinely love lifting weights, and
Sure.
I've been doing personal training with my friends, and I've been having a blast with that.
I hate it.
I'm just saying, this seems to be something that a mentally healthy person would not do. This seems like a very, very bad situation. It's reminding me a bit of Etika, and how Etika deleted his channel and got banned and stuff right before
I
he
can see that.
passed away. So maybe my concerns are unfounded, but Rich, friend to friend. Obviously, you've made a video hating on me at one point. I think I made a video making fun of you once long ago. Drama aside, stupid BS aside, stupid random video game BS or whatever, I'm telling you as a friend, you've got my DMs, you've got my phone number. If you want to talk, I really, really, really think you got to get some help, man. But these have just been some off-the-cuff thoughts. Thanks for watching.
I just so like it fucking frustrates me to know when people tell you to get help when they don't know if you have or haven't, and it's tried, and they're like, go on medication, and then you go on medication and it didn't work, and they're like, go on different one, go on different one. And I don't want to fucking like stuff my body full of shit and make me not me. So I don't know. It's so fucking frustrating. And then you can say like drinking or whatever does that, but right, but you're not relying on that your entire life in the way that drinking would like, oh, let you allow to live a longer, healthier life. Who the fuck would want that? At least from my experience, it's just so annoying. And that's probably definitely not a healthy way of thinking about it, but it is it. Like, if anyone, well, I'm not going to say that here because I'd probably get banned, I imagine. I think people should have autonomy over their own life and to say what's normal and what isn't. And then once you define that, you're placed in the, you're othered, as it will. You're other, you're not part of the group, you're other. It's frustrating. Anyway, fuck it. I don't care. He probably, yeah, and he is going like fucking insane. But, you know, whatever. Let's see. Let's move on to something more fun, like scary videos found on the internet, Volume 3. Alright, what do we got? It's not very long, it's like 30 minutes. Alright, impress me. What channel is this? Sinister something or other? Something sinister?
Pretty quick, guys.
Come on, what the fuck, computer? Stop it. Warning, the following video contains content. Oh yeah, okay. Content warning. Gotcha.
Pretty quick, guys. I wrote a book called They Eat You From the Inside. It is perfect for the Halloween or spooky season, or if you just like horror movies in general, like me, 365 days a year. Be sure to check it out. Link down in the description below.
Carly Gregg wasn't unlike you as a teenager. She had friends, pets she loved. She even saw beauty in the world, that most wouldn't stop to recognize.
Sure.
The comments on these posts, however, show us a different story. You'll see this view in yard time when you're in prison. You're gonna miss her. Your mom is there now. Carly was only 14 when she unalived her mother. The two were at home on March 19th when Carly went to her parents' room to grab a pistol from underneath their mattress. The following video captures what happened next.
Not the dogs. Not in front of the dogs.
Carly's mother, 40-year-old Ashley Smiley, was searching Carly's room for vape pens when the door opened. Carly then shot her. In court, the 14-year-old said that she didn't remember the shooting. Carly had previously suffered from symptoms of depression and was prescribed medication that, in her words, made her feel numb. She would also tell the courtroom that she heard voices that were getting worse prior to the shooting. Carly is now 15 years old and she has been sentenced to life in prison for first-degree murder.
If you were using AirPods or any sort of
knockoff
brand like this that
First
sits
degree
directly
is like
into your
methodical
ear, you are
planning,
potentially
right?
pushing
Second
wax
degree is
so far in and increasing the chances of
like a
things like
crime
ear
of
infections.
passion
Brands
or
like Tozo
something
said
that's
no,
immediate.
this is
It's not like
gross,
pre-planned.
and not to mention
I don't
cleaning
know.
these is really unpleasant. So Tozo
I don't
sent
know
me
if she
these,
did
and
plan it,
yes,
but if that was
obviously
it,
I
I
am
would say it's
obligated
second
to
degree,
say
no?
that they are good, but they are genuinely better than
She got
in
like
the ear
crazy
AirPods.
whenever
They just
she
sort of
found her mom
sit and like
looking for
hover
vape
over the
pens
ear
and decided
like
to
this.
nope her.
It almost feels unnatural because we're so used to having something sit directly in. The sound quality is really good. I'm still listening to Brat at the moment. The case itself even has an LED display that lets you know the battery life of each unit, obviously the left and the right. And I'm not even mentioning the biggest thing. Right now you can find them on Amazon on sale for $49.99, which is $80 less than the least expensive version of AirPods. If you want to take advantage of this deal, make sure to go down in the link down in the description below.
I like my
and check
Jabra
out
earbuds.
Tozo. They have a
I
whole
do need to get
line
more,
of
though.
different products. And thank you, Tozo, for sending me these. I really appreciate it.
Charla Nash was one of Sandra Harold's best friends.
Oh, I know this
She would
one.
often go over to Sandra's house following the death of her husband and help take care of Travis, a 200-pound chimpanzee living in Sandra's house.
I know
Travis had been socialized to people since birth, and while he remained mostly docile, he would sometimes use keys to open doors and even escape the house. He loved TV and eating food.
Who
After her
doesn't?
husband died, Sandra noticed an increase in mischievous behavior from Travis. He was grieving too. In an effort to calm him down, Sandra would often mix Xanax into Travis's tea.
Maybe I don't know
But at
this.
the end of the day,
This may be a
the
different
chimp
one.
was just too much for her to handle on her own. On February 16th, 2009, Travis had escaped the house once again with Sandra's car keys. Charla would approach him from the backside, offering him an Elmo doll, which was one of his favorite toys, when he turned around and attacked Charla,
Okay, no, it is
inflicting
what I'm thinking.
devastating injuries to her face and limbs.
Yeah,
At
okay.
this point, Sandra made this disturbing call to police.
This is fucked
Down
up.
for 911, where's your
This is
emergency?
fucked up.
This is Sandy. 231 Rock Crimmon Road.
What's the
Send
problem?
the police. Send the police.
What's the problem there?
The chimp killed my friend.
What's the problem with your friend?
Oh, please.
What's the problem with your friend? I need to know.
Send the police up with a gun. With a gun.
Who Who has a gun?
Please, hurry up!
The monkey has the gun.
Girlfriend!
What is the problem?
He's killing my friend!
Who's killing your friend?
They like ripped her face off or something.
Oh, your chimpanzee is killing your friend.
He ripped her apart! Hurry up!
With a gun.
Hurry up, please!
There's someone on the way.
With guns, please! You shoot him!
What is the monkey doing? Tell me what the monkey's...
He ripped her face off!
He ripped her face off?
He's trying to attack me!
Ripped her face off.
Okay, I need you to calm down a little bit. They're on the way. Can you put yourself away? I don't want the monkey attacking you.
Please, hurry up! Listen to me!
They're on the way, ma'am.
They gotta shoot him, please! Please, hurry!
You're there with your friend. I need you to help your friend. Can you go help your friend?
I can't! He tried to attack me now!
Is he still there with your friend?
Yes.
Okay, so then back off. Then don't get any closer, okay? They're already on the way.
Please.
If the monkey moves away from your friend, let me know.
I don't think
okay?
you're outrunning that monkey.
No, I can't. She's dead. She's dead.
Why are you saying that she's dead?
She's dead. He ripped her apart.
He ripped what apart? Her face?
Everything.
He ripped her apart?
Listen, I think I'm gonna faint. I think I'm gonna pass out.
No, just breathe, okay? I'm gonna stay with you on the phone until they get there.
Listen to me. Please hurry. Please hurry. Oh my God. They gotta have their guns out. They gotta have their guns out. Listen to me. Oh my God.
Is this your monkey or whose monkey is it? It's your monkey.
No, it's mine.
How do you know how big
Can't
is
even
he? How
imagine.
many pounds?
Like,
400?
200.
200 pounds?
Listen to me, please. Where are they?
And he's a chimp, correct?
Yes. Where are they?
They're going your way. They're going as fast as they can your way, okay?
Please go faster. Please, Dirk. Please.
Is the monkey still by your friend, or did you get
that's
close to your friend?
some lifetime trauma there.
Please. God, no, please.
Okay, I need you to calm down for me. I know it's hard, okay? I know it's hard. But they're going as fast as they can your way, okay?
Oh, my God. Please hurry. Please. They tell them they gotta shoot him because I tried stabbing him and he's not, and it made him worse.
Okay, Sandra.
Have them shoot him.
They will. Sandra, I already have the
Stabbing
fire department
monkeys
close
make
by,
them
okay?
worse.
So as soon as the police gets there, the fire department
Who
is
would've
going to move
thought?
in, okay? The fire department can't move in yet, but as soon as the police officers show up,
Please tell them. Shoot him because he's gonna try to attack me now.
just breathe, Sandra.
Shoot him! Shoot him!
Sandra, stay in your car.
Shoot him!
Sandra, I need you
Oh,
to
is
stay
she
in
in
your
a
car.
car?
Shoot him, please.
She'll be
I
fine.
tried stabbing him, and he's hurt now too. So he's gonna attack anybody. I can't get out of this car.
Lock your doors on your car and stay there with me.
It don't matter. He will rip the doors right
Sandra,
open.
just do what I'm telling you to. Stay in the car. The
She
police officers
is
will handle it.
got so much adrenaline pumping through her right now.
Please tell him. Please tell him to kill him, please.
They did, Sandra. They're shooting at him already, okay?
But he's not dead.
I know. They will continue until he's dead, okay? I just need you to stay on the phone.
That's
with
such
me
a
and breathe.
fucked up, like, matter-of-fact way of confirming
Upon
something.
arrival, Travis charged towards the police cars. An officer shot him 4 times with a service pistol. Travis then went back to the house where he was later found dead next to his cage. Sandra, though she thought Charla was dead, came to the grim discovery that her friend was still alive. Over the next 72
When was
hours,
this?
Charla underwent surgery on her face and hands. She had lost her eyes, nose, lips, mid-face bone structure.
I wonder if this had any, like, bearing on the movie Nope. If you've seen it, you know what I'm talking about.
And 9 fingers during the altercation with Travis.
Wait,
Bone
did what?
structures. She had lost her eyes, nose, lips, mid-face bone structure, and 9 fingers during the altercation with Travis.
9
Doctors even had to remove
fingers.
some of Travis'
She lost 9 fingers. Not she still has them. She lost them. She only has 1 finger left.
hair and teeth that were embedded in Charla's bones. Unfortunately, they could do nothing for her vision. Charla would be blind for the rest of her life. Charla has since undergone many facial reconstruction surgeries. She has also been very vocal about implementing stricter laws on owning chimpanzees.
I am Charla Nash. I'm here today to make sure that what happened to me never happens to anyone else ever again.
So
In
fucked up.
February 16, 2009, I was attacked and mauled by my boss's chimpanzee, Travis. He ripped off my face, my hands. They
Oh
were
my
able
God.
to salvage a thumb and sew it on sideways. Most of you don't know this, but I contracted a disease from Travis in my eyes, and the doctors had to remove them, and that's why I'm blind today. Travis
Jesus
was
fuck.
purchased in Missouri and brought back to Connecticut. Had this law been in effect, this would have never been as it is.
Charla now lives on her own, receiving aid on a regular basis. It's as close to independence as she can have, which is something that, as she states, has always been very important to her.
Yeah.
HillDog22 is a seemingly normal account on TikTok.
What the fuck?
The woman who runs it posts a variety of content, ranging from funny skits to random clips like this.
Sure.
If you take a look on HillDog's account, you'll see that she has over 200,000 followers.
Spread love, not legs.
So what exactly did she do to get all of these eyes watching her? Well, on September 12th, HillDog made this post. The caption reads, "I'm a caregiver for a lady who claims to be bedridden, but someone has been walking around at night. I set up my iPad in the bathroom to record outside of her room to see if it's her."
Is that he?
There's no way. That's fucking fake.
Is that he? Is that he?
Nah, man. It's like some fucking hereditary shit.
As you can see, HillDog checks on the old woman, who she calls Miss Patty, before shutting off the lights for the night. An ominous figure then walks in front of the light coming from the next room. When HillDog turns on the overhead light, the figure seemingly disappears, leaving only a piece of white fabric behind. In another upload from September 17th, we see a dark hallway. A figure, similar to what we saw before, appears on the far side of the hallway before walking up to the camera.
Can you set up your iPad? Nah, man, nah, forget that.
Many people in the comments are freaking out, telling HillDog to get a motion sensor light so that any movement will be illuminated.
Hold on, I want to see something. That's fucking creepy as shit.
As you can see, HillDog checks on the old woman, who she calls Miss Patty, before shutting off the lights for the night. An
seems like that's very close. Would it pick it up? Would the iPad pick that up that clearly
A motion
if she's in
sensor
another
light
room?
so that any movement will be illuminated as she sleeps. Following night, any movement will be illuminated.
Okay, yeah, the
On
motion
the following
sensors.
night, Hill Dog has her iPad set up as she sleeps.
Third night. This is some kind of like It Part 2 when Bev visits the old lady. Maybe it's some kind of like barbarian thing. Is very convincing. Wait, what happened? Oh, that was a jump cut.
Miss Patty seemingly enters the room and hovers over the bed. She says something about Deborah before leaving the room. The strange sightings continue over the next couple of days. It isn't long, though, before Hill Dog starts to feel uncertain about the situation.
The caregiver. Don't do it, they're mimics. They're alternates. Or maybe they're wood crawlers. Fake people, skinwalkers, whatever you want to call them. Don't do it. Was called a bitch.
Fucking bitch.
Real quick. Scare the monster. Scare the scarer.
Whatever is outside of Hill Dog's door is making weird sounds and even insults Hill Dog. By the time October 1st comes around, Hill Dog captures this video.
I fell asleep with my phone recording. I'm a caregiver. I don't know about that. That seems a bit convenient. What is it? Press X to doubt. I think we're gonna press X. Ooh.
By this point, it has become clear that Hill Dog is tampering with the footage, speeding up things for spook value.
For sure.
I also find it hard to believe that someone could conveniently fall asleep with their phone recording.
Hey,
I
what-
typically try and give
that's
people
what I
the benefit of the doubt, but Hilldog's post on October 10th makes it difficult for me to see her as a reliable narrator.
Hello. It's Thursday. It's almost the end of the week. It's almost the end of the year. Imagine. Fucking idiot.
What?
But.
What's happening?
Bro. Oh my god! My eye stuck. My eye stuck crossed.
Some may view this video as Hilldog being goofy for the camera, but it just comes off as a little strange. She also has yet to comment on the conclusion regarding Miss Patty.
Fake or staged.
Lauren Giddings lived in a neighboring apartment to Stephen McDaniel. The two were classmates at Mercer University. According to Stephen himself, at 4:30 a.m. on Sunday, June 26, 2011, he put on a mask and gloves before walking over to Lauren's apartment. He then used a master key to open her front door. From there, he dismembered her body in the bathroom using a hacksaw. Stephen would then later toss her remains in a dumpster on campus. During the time that Lauren was reported missing, Stephen did an interview with a local news station where he claimed to be a concerned friend of Lauren's.
Yeah, Lauren was my neighbor. We're just trying to find out where she is at this point. I mean, no one has seen her since Saturday.
I feel like I've seen
the
this
last time
before.
anyone heard from her was an email that she sent out, and no one's heard from her since.
Did you see her hang out with anyone at the time or anything like that?
I know I've
no,
seen
no
this
one
one
has seen
before.
her
I don't remember
since
when.
Saturday. I
It's a
haven't
very long
seen
time
anything.
ago.
I mean, you always hear noise outside, but it's just people walking by pretty much.
And she just recently graduated from Mercer?
Yeah, she and I we were both JD students. We graduated back in May.
What kind of person was she? I mean, what did you see her?
I mean, she's as nice as can be. I mean, very personable, very much a people person.
Do you know any enemies she might have had, somebody that might want to hurt her?
No, we don't know where she is. I mean, the only thing we can think is that maybe she went out running and someone snatched her. Because we went over. One of her friends had a key. We went inside and tried to see if there was anything amiss, but I mean, she had a door jamb that was sitting right by it, so there was no sign that anyone broke in. I mean, the door was locked when everyone got here. I mean, we just don't know where she is.
What about in the parking lot area? I know they've been doing a lot of. I think that's where they have recovered the body or whatever they recovered from there.
Body?
Had you seen anything there?
He realizes he fucked
Had you seen
up.
anything there? I mean, we
Whenever
don't
she
know if
mentions
this is the
that
same
they have a
person.
body.
You know what I mean? Like, they took out a body there earlier. We don't know if it's the same person or not. That's why we're trying to ask people if they know who lived there. Are you okay, sir?
I think I need to sit down.
Okay.
You know, this is fucked
As
up
you
real
can
bad.
see, Stephen does a pretty good job of maintaining his composure during the interview. After talking to the police, officers thought his dismissive and aloof behavior was enough to keep an eye on him. Lucky for them, they were right. After his arrest, Stephen's interrogation would last.
They said that he put her like in a bathtub or something. They dismembered her. But like, of course they're gonna find that. Why are you so shocked? Unless I misheard that. Let's see.
Lauren Giddings lived in a neighboring apartment to Stephen
I'll make
McDaniel.
sure.
The two were classmates at Mercer University. According to Stephen himself, at 4:30 a.m. on Sunday, June 26, 2011, He put on a mask and gloves before walking over to Lauren's apartment. He then used a master key to open her front door. From there, he dismembered her body in the bathroom using a hacksaw. Stephen would then later toss her remains in a dumpster on campus. During the time that Lauren was reported,
so it wasn't okay. I see.
After talking to the police, officers thought his dismissive and aloof behavior was enough to keep an eye on him. Lucky for them, they were right. After his arrest, Stephen's interrogation would last over 12 hours, and his apartment would be searched in the meantime. He would later be found guilty and placed in jail on July 2nd. If Stephen's news interview wasn't creepy enough, many have said that the footage of his interrogation gives off something much more sinister. Throughout the duration of the interview, Stephen remains eerily still, doing exactly what the detectives ask him to do. At one point, the detective asks Stephen to look at him, to which Stephen complies, but then hardly ever takes his eyes off the detective. He also only answers mostly in 3 different ways: yes, no, and I don't know.
It's like
Some of the
dissociation.
commenters have said that Stephen finds enjoyment in annoying the detectives or creeping them out, while others think that Stephen is possessed by some malevolent force.
Some kind of like dissociation thing.
Have you ever been scrolling on TikTok and you stumble upon something like this?
If you are inside your home with the lights out, do not look outside your window. Turn on your lights before you look through any window. Do not leave your home if you see a figure outside. Even if he is turned away, do not look at him. Lock all doors and windows before turning off all lights inside your residence. Hide in a small space and call authorities. Do not move from hiding unless you hear an unfamiliar voice. If you do hear a familiar voice coming from inside your home, do not move. He is inside. He is inside. He is inside.
This is Tata Davnar, a self-described future horror queen.
I don't understand why, and I've noticed this the past few days, that like these end of screen pop-ups pop up like well before the end. They're only supposed to pop up at like 20 seconds before the end. This is like 2 minutes. I don't understand why they
Her
do
videos
this.
often show her coming across a wide range of horrific beings, like in this one.
I'm already at the, what did that say? At the grocery store, what should I buy you?
Tata's most popular upload is currently sitting at 9.6 million views.
Cool.
In it, she talks to her brother Mark, who has been sitting at his computer desk for 15 hours straight. When he doesn't reply to her,
Is that
Tata
me?
decides to take a closer look. Tata also has a YouTube page where she posts longer content, like her series titled Creepy Bedtime
3
Stories.
minutes.
There's even a video where she smiles at the camera for a minute straight. The content is very reminiscent of something Spencer Lackey would do. Regardless, it's nice to hear a female voice in the horror genre, and I'm looking forward to seeing what else Tata has in store.
There's a ton of women who love horror stuff.
Thank you guys so much for taking the time to check out this video, and if you enjoy content like this, please make sure to subscribe.
The end tag didn't even pop up at the end now. Can you change that? I was unaware. What's in the box? Anything else? The dude didn't like something come out about him? It's kind of minor related thing. Let me see. I'm gonna try and go play a few with my sister and I'll be back later. So if you're watching, I appreciate it. We'll get to other shit later.